is up with the squad? It's Cess, your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies this Saturday. Y'all know what that means. Hey, pull up to the brunch table. Bring your plate. It's the final week of February, y'all. Baseline brunch in the building. Commish, Brittany, good morning. What's up, y'all? What is the word?
Good morning,
Emily. What's good? Okay, I got some sound from y'all now. What's up, Brittany?
Is that my bestie and a Tessie? That's my best friend.
Only you. Only you. Only you.
You know?
Yes. You see the avatars? You see the avatars, Emily? Yes, you see them? Yes.
No, we look cute.
Look at them. Look at them.
Well, you know, shout out to Best Friends for winning SEC regular season championships together.
Bestie superpowers. Bestie superpowers. What's going on? I see y'all in the chat. Jay get paid. Never scared. Dr. Ivy Girl, what's good? Dr. Truckenstein in the building. What's up, Truck? You don't usually be up this early, man. Commissioner Cott, what's the deal? 90, what's happening? Mill Dog, Yolanda Wells. Kid Gemini, what's happening? Emily, what is the word, y'all? Happy Saturday. It's the end of the SEC. It's the end of February.
Yeah.
And these possessions getting a little bit heavier, ain't they?
They are.
Ooh. Listen, these legs getting tired. These whistles getting more interesting. Listen.
They are.
We finding out real quick who can execute. Emotion messing up. For real. Scouting report memorized, and they still can't do nothing about it, y'all. It's championship time now. This when the banners get hung. This that fun time.
Yep.
See all that TikToking and twerking. See, this ain't about who's cute. This is about who's connected, who's disciplined, who can win ugly for 3 minutes. This is what this is about. What y'all seeing out there? What y'all want to talk about? Let's get started. I mean, we got unrivaled playoffs. We got AU ending. We got end of the regular NCAA tournament. We got SEC tournament. And all the conference tournaments starting up. The WNBA trying to figure out what they're doing with their life. Where are you? Y'all want to start, ladies? Let's go. Kick us off.
At some point, we could talk the W. I don't even think I'm ready for the W conversation. I'll say one thing about the W, and then maybe next week or something like that, we'll talk about the W.
Yeah, we don't have to get to them today, but y'all hit the like. They both right there. Y'all run them likes up. Let's go. We got to talk game. Y'all put them cocks in the chat. Gray Sweater, what's happening? Let's go.
Regarding the W, I just encourage everybody to be, I think we've said this before, being mindful of who's putting out what narratives. I've seen a lot of people fall prey to certain things. Like I've seen some people be like, are the players making any concessions? They're the only ones I see making concessions. The W is not making concessions. So make sure you're paying attention to not only getting, well, in general, this is don't get all your news from one source. Because on the W side, there's certain people who are affiliated with ESPN, and think about it, y'all. Let's put our thinking caps on. Let's turn our brain on, as Brittany would say. If you work for ESPN and you're putting out articles regarding the negotiations, remember ESPN is a big partner, broadcast-wise, with the W. So what bias do you think they're going to have on communicating W information? Okay. Yeah. Let's use it. Let's use it. All right. Cool. That's all I have to say. We'll address it next week. Or isn't the 10th the new deadline that the W waited 6 months to even issue any counter proposals? And now they say that they're going to be late and delayed if they don't do it by the 10th. You know, whatever. We'll address that next week. Anything else y'all got to say about the topic?
I do.
Okay, go ahead, Brittany.
I hate how there's suddenly this urge, this it's
false
now
urgency.
Yeah, this urgency. Well, y'all were slow footing it this entire time. And now you suddenly you didn't care to respond to their proposal till really late. And now you want to say, oh, well, y'all need to hurry up. The clock is ticking. No. Now you're on their time. You're on the players' time. You want the players to concede right now. And for them, if I'm the players, bro, go ahead and cue that Akon locked up. Go ahead and lock them up. Take your time. It's your time now. Whenever y'all don't be getting
They won't let
people.
me out.
They
Uh-huh.
won't let me out. We was right on time.
They
Commish,
won't
I didn't know
let
if you was,
me
I didn't know
out.
you was gonna do it. I could get my mic
You know,
on fast.
I've been seeing the Akon lockup song.
They won't let me out
since the W season was in play. I've been telling y'all.
I didn't know if you was gonna turn it. If you was gonna say it, they won't let me out. They won't let them out.
The league knows.
They hoping that they can rush them into a decision right now, and it's
of
wild.
course.
Yes,
This is negotiation tactics 101. Like, this is what happens. You create false sense of urgency and deadlines and all that, and then people panic and they make concessions, and they like the W's been playing games this whole time. And then on top of that, people are like, well, I'm just tired. I'm tired of hearing about it. So then now fans or fandom people in the audience are now just like, no, it's on the W and Adam in the NBA. Like, direct your issues with the right people. It's not on the players to concede just because you want like a season. Like, that's just not how this works.
Okay, and this is all I got to say on it. This is the part that I don't want y'all to buy into. Because the next thing that we're going to hear is, well, we could have a season if the players would just agree. If the players would just agree. We're not going to just agree. We're not going to rush to have a season. Right now they're going to start pushing back and saying it's the players' fault. We can have a season if they would just agree. We've had all of this time to negotiate. The players were like, we're going to give you 60 more days. We're going to give you 90 more days. We're going to give you 10 more days. We're going to give you 19 more weeks. All of the time that they asked for, the players have went along with it. Everything that they asked for, they went along with. And now they're going to try to rush them into a decision, and don't fall into that narrative. However long the players say it's going to need to take, be prepared to be prepared to wait it out with them. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Commish.
No, you just reiterated exactly what I was trying to articulate. So to me, that's why I warn people about who they're just solidly listening to information from, right? Like, be aware of who's giving you information and what incentive do they have to help craft a certain narrative, right? Like, just think about it critically. Like,
absolutely.
Think about it critically. Like, use your brain. Every time you get information, think, what is this person trying to get me to do or persuade me to think? Like, we did this. I don't know if they still do this in school. I've been out of it for a hot minute. But I know when I grew up and we had to write persuasive essays and we had to critically analyze text and stuff like that was one of the things we went through. Just like, ask yourself the critical questions again.
Yeah.
Put back on
who,
your
what, when, where, why?
6th grade class. Yeah.
Who, what, when, where, why, people. I remember.
How.
Yes, and how.
So, yeah. I find it interesting. But we can move on because I don't want us to get sucked down during that. But maybe, like, I've been passively listening to some of the stuff, but maybe next week or the week after, as things continue to go, we can maybe devote time to some W stuff coming up. But we'll see. Let's talk Unrivaled, because this morning they released the second team. Let me pull it up. Let me make sure I'm accurate. Okay. Auntie, you said you hadn't seen anything. Brittany, have you seen anything?
No, ma'am, I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
Just take a guess. Who do you think is second team? And Chad, don't be saying nothing.
First of all, wait. I gotta ask some questions. How many people are on first team?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. 3.
How many people are on the team? Second team.
3.
Just 3. Okay.
Oh, okay.
They already picked first team.
Oh, actually, they just released first team, so we can do both. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, but let's start with second team.
So we're talking about the 6. We're talking about the 6 best players.
3 on second team and 3 on first team.
Okay, go ahead, Brittany. You said you got to guess. Go ahead.
I'm gonna guess that they put, with the way that they've been moving lately, a little sneaky. Did they put AB on second team?
Give me all three people who you think is on the second team. Just give me three names. And if you're so inclined, give me three first team. How about this? Who are your three first team? Who are your three second team? Let's do it that way. I'm going to adjust.
I got to think on that.
Just throw it out.
Well, I think I won't put it in order of first team or second team, in part because I missed a little bit. But I'm going to throw, I think Paige was doing well. KP, AB first team. Chelsea, and who I want that last one?
Do you need to be reminded of the standings?
Yes, please.
Okay. First is Phantom. Second is Mist. Third, I'm doing this off the top of my head. Laces. Fourth. Shit, I forget who fourth. Fourth is Breeze, maybe? Is fourth Breeze? Fourth is Breeze. Fifth is Rose. Sixth is Vinyl. That's it. That's everybody who's in the playoffs.
Oh, dang. Alicia, Jackie. So I got to boot somebody. I'm booting either KP or Paige just because Paige is below Laces and Mist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Then it got to be Paige. I got to boot.
Okay, so run it for me one more time. This is in no particular order, or this is in order of your first and second? It's okay if it's
no
not.
particular order.
Okay.
AB, Chelsea, Alicia, Jackie, dang it. Who are the other people that I named?
I forget. But I remember. I got you.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Auntie, you got yours?
Yes and no.
Okay,
so I'm gonna throw a curveball because I hadn't really thought about who my 3 or 6 are. Hadn't even thought about it.
That's okay.
So if I'm being honest, my 3 would probably have to be the 3 that I voted for
MVP
in MVP. So that would be Alicia, AB, Chelsea.
Okay,
we got them 3.
Then the other 3 that I think that they may have put in there. I'm looking at KP, Paige, and then I thought Stewie because she's part of the ownership. But then I thought for some reason they may sneak Marina in there, but I'm just not sure. So those were the names I was going to throw out there as potentially on the list.
Who would be your second team? Because you told me who you think they put there. I'm just curious who you would have put there.
I haven't thought about it. Probably Paige. Let me look at the.
No, don't look, because if you look, it's going to tell you who's on what team. So just do it from memory. It's all right. Just throw it out.
Oh, no. If you just type in unrivaled basketball players.
Oh, okay. Sometimes, when you bring that up, it takes you to the main page and there's like a splash,
Oh,
Okay.
I just only want to see the players. So I'm not cheating. I'm
not
cheating, y'all.
Don't cheat now.
Just want to see if I'm forgetting anybody real quick. Nah, shit, I'll go with them.
Okay.
If Rakia had played more, I probably would have put Rakia in there.
Mm-hmm.
Angel hasn't been here long enough. Yeah, Alyssa. Nope. I might have would have put Slim in there. I might have threw Brittany Sykes in there or Jackie Young, but I don't have to. Go ahead.
Okay, here's who. Just for full disclosure, clearly I know the names, but this is me honestly telling you who my people were. So my 3 people I voted for MVP were AB, or maybe I had Chelsea, AB. I couldn't remember who I actually ended up going first. I think I flip-flopped, but it was between Chelsea and AB for me. And then the third was Slim. No, Alicia Gray. But Slim was like another consideration. Those were like my 4. So for me, those would have been it. And I think the reason why Chelsea at some point, I think I dropped down is while she was carrying her team until like Angel showed up, and even still, you could still argue that. I think AB's impact on both offense and defense might have had her at number 1 for me. So as you can tell, I like a person who plays both sides of the ball. Okay. Now, drum roll, please. Okay, great. I'm going to start with second team. Second team is Brittany Sykes, Alicia Gray, and Aaliyah Boston.
I knew it.
And while we're at it, let me tell you who's on first team. Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, and Paige. Now reactions.
How did Paige sneak in the first team when she has the lowest seed out of all those people?
And Bree, I can't remember if Breeze is lower or Rose is lower. One of them is lower.
Which one's lower? Okay.
I'd have to double check.
And then AB on second team.
Can actually, I give my reaction?
They may be tied, actually. But technically, I think Breeze is 4 because I think they have the head-to-head versus. But I think they both finished with the same record. But go ahead, Auntie. Wait, did I lose y'all? Say it again.
No, you just couldn't hear the sound. I did the tuba fail sound. The you know I can't hear the sound. Yeah, boo. 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 That's what I'm saying. Boo. Boo on that, because here's the thing. I feel like AB. I'm gonna kick it off. I don't know where we're going. I don't know where you want to go, but I feel like AB has been one of the top 2 best players in this league in this season.
Yep.
Pretty much for at least 90 to 95% of this season.
100%.
So to me, AB is not on team 1 because of this elbows talk around here lately, and that's total bullshit. Because if it's a foul, call it. If not, stop whining. I'm over that. Y'all trying to put a jacket on the kid that she don't wear. Stop that.
But also, Auntie, while we're at it,
she's not.
Because you're going into some of my points, so I just want to add while we're here.
Yeah, chime in. My bad.
So we just watched a game in which multiple people got hurt or literally got elbowed, and not one of them was Aaliyah Boston. So the elbow shit is tired and it's stupid. Carry on.
Yeah, so if it's a foul, call it. If otherwise, leave it alone. That's what I have to say. I feel like let's see.
If you were to actually, like, second team is beating first team, and if you look at that, then your first team and your second team are honestly messed up. Like they are messed up. Second team is beating first team. There is not one single big on first team. Huh? Also, we have to stop this thing. I've had an issue all season when they determine player of the game. It feels like player of the game has there's a higher weighting on who scored the last basket. I don't understand why player of the game seems to be whoever had the final basket. Like, that's weird to me. If we're going to just arbitrarily make up things, why don't we give an award to who scores the first basket and how many people score the first basket?
Right.
Or the most important basket, or the most
something
basket. What the fuck are we doing?
Y'all know they just be handing these awards out all willy-nilly.
Like, your first team is all guards and Chelsea, so I can make an argument for Chelsea uniquely because of that, but you could also in the same vein actually make an argument why it may not be Chelsea. Chelsea Gray actually could have been second team. Paige, in my opinion, should have been second team. Okay.
Same with the Paige being second team. I get the case for Chelsea being second team, especially when you have Alicia and AB on second team. Flip that,
right?
Please.
And Slim. And it was funny you said Jackie. I don't think Jackie's been the best player on her team this season. It's honestly, it's Slim. She's been the most consistent. The irony is the second team is the most consistent players, and the first team had like moments.
Right.
But it wasn't consistent, or they weren't able to consistently do it. Like, this first team and this second team is trash. That's it. That's all I have. There's not one person on first team who plays defense, like for real, for real. Chelsea can play it, but Chelsea gets cooked a lot on defense because of the quickness of a lot of people. She's probably, her or Paige might be the two better defenders, I guess. Yeah, all right.
Can we hit the bias against AB?
Yeah, go ahead. You take it.
Can I go?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. I had saw a post. I was made aware of a post made on Twitter by some person giving AB the nickname assault and battery. First off, it's by a woman. First off, the post, horrible. What makes this worse than the post itself was the fact that the admin for the Hive made a comment right up underneath, essentially agreeing with the person. And I find that crazy for someone that is working in a women's basketball league to use because whatever you do in your personal time, whatever, but for you to use the Hive Instagram page, not Instagram, but the Hive admin page to make a derogatory statement about a player is ridiculous. And for the person that made the statement, you fucked up and you wrong. And the reason why you fucked up and you wrong, and the admin, is because you make a statement like that when not only do you have a player in the league that is going through a domestic violence situation.
Yep. Tell it, Brittany. Tell it.
But you're also making fun of domestic violence, something that is very prevalent to happen against women. Does it happen against men? Yes. But
black women too, right?
Exactly. Especially black women.
Yes, around
the numbers are high
of that. Yep.
So for you, first off, to be a woman and make those comments is crazy. And for the Hive admin, whoever made the comment, you deserve to be fired. Dead ass. No games being played. Because whatever you do in your personal time, whatever, I still would be looking at you like you're crazy, like you're a weirdo, because you're weird for making fun of domestic violence. You're weird. Go see the lady, please. Go get some help. But for you to do it under the admin page for the Hive, for the league, is crazy. And I don't know, AB's better than me, because I would have said, I want that lady job and I want a public apology, please and thank you. And that leads me to say there's too many people working in women's sports that either don't like women's sports or straight up don't like women. And I'm going to need these women's sporting leagues as a whole to get it together and do more research on the people that you're hiring. There are people that are strictly just out here just applying for the job because they need a job. Everybody needs a job, but everybody doesn't need a job working in women's sports, because some of y'all don't give a flying fuck about these women's feelings, and don't give a flying fuck about these women either. You just looking for a paycheck. Everybody don't need to work in women's sports. Sorry. Someone has to do it, yes, but people that actually care about the women that play these sports and not just the sport of basketball itself. That just really irritated my spirit, and especially because the whole AB in the elbows, man, that whole every time somebody talks about it, it's stupid to me, especially because of we saw how AB's rookie year was and how they was trying to look. AB was getting roughed
No,
up.
maybe you should remind them, because I'm not convinced these people were watching, or they have selective memory. Please remind them.
AB's first year was tough, and it was tough because AB was looking a little soft playing against these vet bigs. So what did AB do? AB came back next season and said, hey, y'all not finna push me around. Y'all not finna rough me up. That ain't finna happen. So when AB levels up, now it's a problem. Because AB said, y'all not finna just, I'm not finna let y'all just do whatever y'all want to do. I'm not finna just let y'all get to y'all spots. I'm not finna, that's not finna happen. I'm gonna control you, not the other way around. So for people to be complaining and to keep saying, oh, AB elbows, the elbows, the elbows. Did they call it? No? Okay. Move around. Move on. Because the other part is, most of the time, it's not an elbow. It's just the fact that AB, it's AB just physically stronger than most of them. And is just able to, she's moving them like that. It's just that simple. She's just moving them like that.
To me, it's not even yeah, elbows, yes, technically, right? But it's like a chicken wing, the same way that guards be using their quote unquote arm bar on people. It's the same thing. The posts do the same thing. So to me, again, this is back to the disingenuous narrative that people like to construct. And it's like, there are literally many guards who chicken wing too. It's the same thing in the post. Like, these are moves that people have made. And again, now all of a sudden it's a problem. Furthermore, I recall specifically, let's not even do the W. Let's just stick to Unrivaled. Alyssa Thomas literally bulldozed Paige. Paige got up, was like about to have a massive crash out. She might have already, but she was about to have a crash out. And then no one said anything. No one called AT elbows. No one called her any of that. Well, not no one. Some people did, but it wasn't like to the fever pitch, ironically, pun intended, I guess, that AB gets, when really there hasn't been too many instances in Unrivaled where there's even been an instance of elbows. Like, there really hasn't.
They're acting like they're acting like high elbows are being thrown. Like, boom, people getting caught in the face. That's how they're acting.
First of all, okay, hold on.
Oh, wait, I have one more ad, Auntie. Did you have something? Sorry, just on Brittany, so I don't forget it.
No, go ahead.
And Brittany, great points. Even if there wasn't an active player having a domestic violence situation, right? It still wouldn't even be the right time to be doing that, because
exactly,
like, just to reiterate for people, because one, you never know what people are going through. Two, it's something, especially in the Black community, that gets under talked about and gets swept under the rug. So for it to be perpetuated in instances where it's not even really real, that's weird. That's weird. Okay. Sorry, Auntie, go ahead.
I'm gonna stay where Malik is at. Elbows are a part of basketball. I've always meant. Keep your elbow. If you're big, they teach you keep your elbows out, high, ball up, looking around. If you get caught, that girl's not out there throwing elbows in a malicious way. She has played basketball the same way her entire career, for as much as I can remember. It's a physical game. People need to number one, stop acting like excuse me. It's not a physical sport. It's a contact sport. Let's understand that part. It's a contact sport. I love the perspective that you brought in, Brittany, about what's going on with the DV case around a W player right now, an unrivaled player right now. But I mean, just in general, right around the league, we've had these situations. It's nothing to joke. It's nothing to joke about. But those type of things also stick, right? And those type of things also move commas in the wrong direction on her coin and how she makes money and on her brand. Those little sneak disses, cut that out. Cut that out. This especially about her. Especially about her. It's almost like y'all just got to make something up on her because it's nothing to say about her. And I don't mean that in a way like, oh, she's perfect. She doesn't do anything wrong. But there's no scandal around this kid. I shouldn't say kid, this young woman, but younger than me. So I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but I'm just saying, the narrative is tired, it's old, and it also is a way to me also kind of take a shot all the way back to Columbia and the thugs and barroom brawlers, and that's where they come from, and it gives credence to that. And it's just time to start calling that shit out and pushing back on that narrative and not allowing them to put these jackets on these young women like that. But that was all I had. Go ahead.
Oh,
no, we agree. I think, again, we said this a while when the whole BG thing, it's just been a constant, like, trying to put a thumb on Aaliyah, in my personal opinion. And it's really weird. And this is why I call out narratives early, because people act like stuff exists in a vacuum. It doesn't. It doesn't. Like we one of our first baselines, we talked about colorism, right? And we talked about that impact. And what narratives and what stories get told. And if someone has a 2-parent household, it doesn't seem like they're worthy of stories and stuff like that. Like, and I think there's just too many people perpetuating it within our own community. Like we got to continue to call it out. And I don't care how many people on Twitter or Threads or wherever were saying it. But to your point, Brittany, for the Hive admin to get up there, that's not even one of your players. Like she's not on the Hive. So for you to feel comfortable doing that, like you have to have better sense. You're the social media admin. And I thought it was pretty much an unwritten rule that all y'all, what do they call each other? Cousins and shit like that. I thought y'all all were supposed to be here uplifting. Y'all are basically a content house. So why are you even speaking down on anybody else who's in Unrivaled? Just talk about your team and your team only and put out their TikToks and shut up. Like, why are you even playing in the dirt like that? That's dirty.
May I interject, please?
Yeah.
May I interject? The other thing about that's crazy is, ain't y'all equity owners in the same damn league?
Correct.
You just took a shot at your own brand, bro. Like, who takes a shot? Like, bro, this one we got to understand equity. You're not just getting paid off what happens with the Hive. Your equity comes off what Unrivaled does as a whole. So if anything, everybody needs to be uplifting and talking about the good things and being great brand ambassadors, not taking shots at each other. Well, maybe I'm missing something. Commish, I think you're about to say something. Go ahead.
Well, the Hive admin doesn't have equity, but I agree with you. And like everybody should be talking not down on other people. That's just the basis of it, right? Like I just wanted to add that point because whoever's the social media is probably getting paid like minimum wage. But like I don't know how much they're paying them. How about that? But they're not at the same level. But other players should not be perpetuating this stuff. And like I said, like you see enough stuff that comes across the timeline with other with even clubs that are not my favorite, but I never see them talking down about someone else. That's the part that's weird. Like, yeah, there's little jokes, hee hee ha ha, but it's like usually between like a Ryan and an Alicia and Jordan Canada, like players who are like, or when it was like Jackie versus Chelsea, right? There was some like aces like jabs, but it was all in good fun. Like that's actually where I think people are like, oh, people can't take a joke and it's sensitive. No, that wasn't a joke. And I think that's where people try to be disingenuous. That wasn't a joke. That wasn't good fun. That wasn't playful. That wasn't out of place of like love and appreciation. It was a dig. And just because you dig and you say, haha, it's a joke, doesn't make it a joke. It's very like middle school-y. No, you were being mean on purpose.
See, And this brings me to everybody thinking that what may be a joke to you might not be a joke to somebody else. And people, impact versus intent, people. Impact versus intent. And I need people to remember and just, I understand certain things were taken as a joke back in the 90s and all them, oh yeah, that's funny. It was funny then, but some of them jokes, they not funny now. And
you
especially
even gotta go 90s. Some of these people weren't even alive then, Brittany. This is
right.
This is today's stuff, like
Oh,
current.
that's the worst part.
You ain't
And
even gotta go to the 90s. It's a current issue right now.
With all the things that we learned,
y'all gonna quit acting like y'all got to take a time machine back to the 90s. Like, wait a minute, we gonna.
That's what I said. I was like, we're literally right here.
Like, y'all gonna quit acting like y'all just got to
happened yesterday. Y'all got to get
week.
Like y'all got to go 88 miles per hour.
Look,
the 90s. Hold on.
Well, typically the response when somebody say, "Hey, that ain't funny," be like, "Well, y'all soft now. Back in the day, that was fine. Now y'all just soft."
Okay, let me jump in there. Let me say something about that, because I don't think that is something that. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that that's something that is true just to back in the day. I think it's something that we don't acknowledge that takes place amongst our some of us. It takes place amongst some of our. It depends on who it's with, is what I'm trying to say, right? And I think that's part of the thing about what I say about like your favorite virtual cousins. There's some things, and it may be cruel, it may be stuff that other people don't understand. But coming up just between me and my cousins, playing the dirt, playing the dozens, back and forth, joking on each other, whatever that was, right? It wasn't in a cruel way. And that's the thing. I think it's always like, what is your intent with it? Can it get ugly? Sure. I don't think that it makes people soft. Some people don't. Some people choose not to engage. Some people like the debate. Some people like the fun, but it happens. It happens. Am I tripping? There's some things that you do with your favorite cousins, with your favorite people. There's some private jokes. There's some jokes that you have with them that you maybe wouldn't say outside, or you wouldn't have with your coworkers or whatever. I don't think that we have to take that out of our culture. But what I don't like is it's like everybody picks on Aaliyah because they don't have they can't find anything else to say about her. And that's the shit that I don't like. It's the malicious intent of it. And I feel the malicious intent of it. It's not in good fun. It's almost like what I talked about them, dumping the water on Sid's hair. The bullying that I think takes place in Indiana. It's a form of bullying that I'm seeing against Aaliyah, and they're trying to use her basketball game against her, and that's bullshit to me. But go ahead, Commish. I think you're finna say something. I cut you off.
No, I think I was just saying that. I think we're all saying the same thing. I was going to take us away from because it's not a joke. Like, that's the whole point. It's not a joke.
Yeah.
So like, even falsely, like it's not a joke, period. Like, even Aaliyah wasn't laughing when Kelsey's asshole self decided to do an impersonation of AB, excuse me. So many acronyms. And it was just like, why are you doing even the elbows thing? First thing, Kelsey. Second thing, I said to y'all, if I was Aaliyah, I would have just not passed the ball. I would have made sure I made a joke about, quote unquote, a joke about me being open and you passing it over my head, which happened yesterday. You taking a ton of shots and missing when we could be up more. Like that's true. That's a problem. But, it's a joke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, let's be funny, but at the end of the day, it's really not funny. Again, like you said, Brittany, and I think, unfortunately, sometimes people don't get it unless you really make things very concrete and like very tangible. It shouldn't take someone in Unrivaled, at least that we know of, right? That became a public thing with her ex, that will probably involve jail time for him. Unfortunately, not for the DV, but for hitting a police officer. But like, why does it have to be that tangible for people to like think about it differently? It shouldn't take that. We should be better about it, and we should hold people more to it and like stop joining in on stuff that's not funny. Period.
Exactly. And I also just think that it's crazy. People you wasting all your time trying to call AB assault and battery. I hope you apply that pressure and a whole lot more to actual people, to actual abusers. To the person that made that post.
And also, I'm not going to be fun. I'm not even trying to take digs at people. I'm purposely not going to call out names, but there are actual people who are playing in the W who have DV charges themselves. So careful all this righteous politics, this righteousness that y'all are playing, because some of the people you cheer for, you may just not know it, but they have some charges to their name. So chill out.
Yeah, they need to get it together. Get it together. Person that was the admin. I hope you are in some hot water.
And there was no apology, and then people getting up there saying no apology needs to be made, I thought was also like, y'all suck. There definitely needed to be an apology.
Very much. Because like the minute you hit send, because for me, I don't care if that thing was deleted. The minute you hit send, we all saw it.
Yeah, and also, why did you delete it if you don't need an apology then?
Exactly. You only delete things that you know was wrong. Because if you didn't think it was wrong, you would have stood on it. If she didn't think it was wrong, if the admin didn't think it was wrong, they would have stood on it, went to work the next day and said, I'm going to stand on it. I'm not deleting it. But bet they didn't do that. So yeah, they just need to do better. Because like I said, if I was AB, I would have wanted a public apology. I don't want it just private. No, I want it public because that post was made public. And you thinking ha Kiki is funny? What you did is you just opened the door for people to continue to make those type of jokes about AB. Like, ooh, well, the Hive admin did it. Unrivaled, they did it over there. You just opened the door. You just gave it validation. Even though you deleted it, it still got screenshotted. Because I don't know how many times we have to say, the internet is forever, people. There's nothing you can post on the internet that we will not see.
Brittany, do you mind giving a quick summary again of what happened?
Yes. There was someone on Twitter that made a post about Aaliyah Boston, giving her the nickname Assault and Battery, and someone from the Hive admin team essentially made a comment validating that statement about Aaliyah Boston.
And to add, then they, I don't know if we're talking the same thing. What I saw was that the Hive admin tweeted, "Somebody better tell AB to keep those elbows to herself." That's what I saw. So if she was under, okay, I wasn't sure if there was a different two.
No, it's that one. So yeah, that was the post. It's now deleted, but when people forget that things get screenshotted, people be lurking, just like people be lurking on when people unfollow each other. Yeah, people are lurking. The minute you press send, somebody screenshotted it.
Exactly. You know what I say? Words matter.
Exactly.
Words matter. Words matter.
Exactly. Just be better, y'all.
Words mean something.
It just let's all be better as a society. Like, it's really not that. It's not that. I don't even know why this is even controversial, but I guess if you want to, like you said, if you want to bully on people, you want to take out whatever your personal feelings and angst you have in your life on other people, on someone you never met, I guess this is how you get your rocks off. But it's weird. Y'all the same ones preaching protect Black women and this and that, but you out here giving people assault and battery nicknames. Like, how that work?
Literally, I don't know why it's so hard for people to just be better. Golly, just be a better person. God,
yeah.
Should be that
but when it's your fave, we're all supposed to care and have the same amount of. It's just weird. Like, you don't even keep the same energy. But you know, I have one more comment to make about the actual first and second team. So, anything else y'all want to add on this topic?
No,
go ahead.
Okay. So back to the first and second team. So just to reiterate, on the first team, we have Kelsey Plum, which, we could argue whether she was the best player on her own team, but fine. She is her team is in first place. Then we have Chelsea and Paige. And just to make sure I'm really correct, not only are they in fourth or fifth place, but I'm actually pretty sure both teams don't have winning records. Let me just give me a second here. I just want to be accurate. Let me pull up the standings. Yeah. Phantom 11-3. Rose are fourth. Rose and Breeze have the same record. Rose is fourth. Breeze is fifth. Rose 6-8. So they actually were fourth. 6-8. 6-8. That's below 500. Breeze 6-8. That's below 500. So you have two people on first team that are below 500. Like, what are we doing? As compared to second team, Aaliyah Boston, Phantom 11-3. Alicia Gray 10-4, second place. Third place is Slim's team, who's the last one on the Laces, 10-4. Make that make sense. And this is the stuff that sometimes I get really irritated with Unrivaled, where there's a conversation about the league and its validity and stuff like that. And I'm just like, but then y'all do shit like this. And sometimes it looks like you have an agenda to push. Like it's all about content. Like, that's why I joke and call it a content house sometimes, because what are we doing? And then people want to count winning the Unrivaled League on the same pedestal as winning the W. It's just like, come on. Sometimes, okay, it's just the things that make you go, All right, that's all I have for Unrivaled.
Okay, where you want to go next? I don't have anything else for Unrivaled.
Who do y'all have winning, by the way? Because I think by the time we come back, playoffs will be over, or did I make that up? I don't even know the schedule.
No, they'll be done.
Yep. Who y'all got?
I don't know yet.
I got Phantom.
Because I think my problem is that all of my teams made it. I think all of my teams made it.
But you still have a team that looks better than. I'll answer while you think.
Phantom is better than any.
Phantom is who I have. Yeah, Phantom is who I have. Contingent on certain guards deciding to pass the ball to certain individuals on their team, and I'm dead ass serious about it. If you watch the Phantom, there's a certain guard who does get very she makes a lot of her shots, and she is good. Amazing footwork, by the way. But I think sometimes she sees leadership sometimes in a way that I don't think is always indicative of winning basketball. And I do think it's a blessing and a curse. Like, Kelsey works out a ton. She puts a lot of work in. She has a lot of confidence in herself. But I think that also can be your Achilles heel. So if the Phantom don't win, in my opinion, it's going to be most likely for that reason. There's other reasons they couldn't win. But to me, it's going to be some iteration of you didn't pass the ball enough, or you took too many shots, or you didn't get other people involved. Like, just to be perfectly honest, I've seen it all this whole season. And so I that is the big watch out for Phantom. But if they play basketball the right way and share the ball, and it doesn't matter who wins finals MVP and who gets the most shots and who blah, 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 they'll be fine. But if that's what's important to certain individuals, then you'll see something different. And then Mist. I have Phantom and Mist in the finals. And honestly,
same.
Huh?
Same.
Okay.
I have absolutely no idea. I'm not even gonna lie. I think It's hard to bet against. It's hard to bet against the Rose. I think they want that for TV. The Phantom. Here's the thing. I didn't pick the Phantom at all this season, but Aaliyah Boston has been playing like she wants to win this thing, and I think that the Phantom could win it. The Laces, I had hope for them, but I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if they're healthy enough, if they're even connected enough. Them youngsters, though, man, those youngsters could come alive, but I think they want the Miss kind of involved. So I don't know. I'm being honest, y'all. I have no idea. I don't have a favorite. I don't have a pick. I could see the Phantom winning it. I could see the Breeze winning it. I can see the Miss winning it, but I think I'm going for Alicia Gray. I think I'm cheering for Alicia Gray, but something is telling me that the Rose are going to be in the final. So that's all I got for y'all right now. Maybe after I see today, I'll have a better idea. The Breeze looked tired last night.
Yeah, the Breeze looked like a rundown car to me, and that's again another reason why I'm not quite sure why Paige ended up getting first team. I think at the beginning of the season, yeah, she was crushing, but like I don't see it. But but we'll see. Everybody starts over, so all you got to do is win.
Absolutely, just win that one game.
You done with Unrivaled?
Yep, I'm done.
All right, where you want to go next?
Doesn't matter to me. If someone has something on the tip of their tongue, let's go there.
I mean, I don't know if y'all want to talk. If you want to go to Gamecock stuff, I don't know if you want to go to some of those other. If you want to hit some of those other games real quick, it's up to you guys. It's up to you, ladies.
Brittany, you make the call.
Okay, can we talk about how Coach Yo and them have let go of the rope?
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, let's go.
For me, my commentary is a little bit less about the last game that they played specifically, but how before they hit this tough stretch, what was it, 5 games in 10 days? How we said that, okay, this was going to be a stretch for them that was going to decide what their seeding was going to be in the SEC tournament, and also what it was going to be in the NCAA tournament, and how they just blew it. They just blew where they could have been. Yes. Yeah, they straight blew it, and we also said
today.
This stretch was going to be the stretch that was going to show us what this team was made of. And yeah, they just completely blew it. Let me pull up the list of teams for them in that stretch. Because I will give Coach Joe the pass for, okay, losing to South Carolina, whatever, and the fashion in which you lost to South Carolina. But for you to then go on and then lose to Florida, I get it. You had to travel to Florida. It's been a long 10 days, whatever. But you have to find some way to get your team to dig deep to just get through these last 2 games. And for you to go to Florida after the way in which you played in South Carolina, which, to be honest, you probably could have called the dogs off earlier just to give them more rest, especially with the way in which the game went in the second half, just completely out of there. But then to go to Florida and not kind of be able to get that job done with the understanding of, hey, we already jacked it up when we lost to Coddle U. You jacked yourself up then. But then to go, it was the Florida needed to be a must win. And you just failed the test. It was like, what was the mission? What was the goal? Was the goal understood? Clearly it wasn't. Let me go over the games in that stretch now that I have it pulled up. It was they beat Arkansas, so that was a check. Then you lost to Kentucky. You beat Tennessee, so that's a plus. And then you proceed to lose 3 straight. When in actuality, well, first off, you got blew out by Kentucky in Kentucky.
Was that before or after Sierra Cheetah went down?
Let me see. Did she play in the LSU game?
No, right? I don't remember. Did they have Chino in it? Look, let me see. Keep going, Brittany. Let me try. I want to know. And I guess it doesn't matter. How much of what's going on right now do you say is because Chino's not there and others just because they weren't prepared for this time right now?
I will give you Chino for the LSU loss, and actually, no, they had Chino for Kentucky because she then played 23 minutes against Tennessee. So I guess they lost her in that Tennessee game. But if you need Sarah Chino to beat Florida, there's a problem there. Because yes, Florida can be a tough team, as they've shown, but it's March. It's March, sweetheart. It's March.
Okay, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. If she's supposed, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. So yeah, the Lattimore though. I'm not making excuses. I'm just asking a question. So no Lattimore, no Chinu. You still expected them to beat Florida? And I don't even remember when Lattimore got hurt. It might have been the second half, but
at that point,
I mean, regardless, they needed to win. So like, I'm not like, to your point, I thought they did call the dogs off at some point in our game, but I don't, because they didn't.
Nah, y'all letting them off the hook. Let's keep it a
nobody.
buck.
If Cody is who.
If Cody is Cody, right? If Cody, don't put your hands on me, McMahon. If you can't walk into Florida and win, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Because UMiss is already supposed to come with the defense. That's supposed to be the identity. That's supposed to be baked in.
Issue. And no, but it's not baked in. That's what we've been arguing all season. That's why early in the season when they lost to Kansas State and they lost to Michigan and we lit them up, one of the things we lit them up about was the defense, right? We said that they Ursula that shit. They Ariel. They traded in their voice so that they could have legs.
More working.
I don't disagree with that, but that's the problem that their defense is not carrying them, and they're offensing. They're offensive and then at times can't offense.
Okay, wait. Okay, let me. Okay, so then wait. Then I need to get some clarity with you all. Okay, let me get some clarity with you all. So because for me, my thinking was like, yo, the defense isn't baked in yet. Like my thinking is how Dawn was saying, hey, we just kind of getting together. We still kind of installing stuff. So is it that she's traded the offense she's traded for offense and these people aren't capable of the defense that they need? Is that what we're saying? Or she hasn't installed a defense. Why is the defense lacking?
I'm saying
why is the defense lacking?
So I will answer the question, but it's going to be in my answer because I want to right size kind of how things have transpired this season. So at first, right, we were berating them. And then at some point, I think we came on baseline, at least I know I did. And I was like, hey, actually, this is a new team. I need to give more grace for them to get it together, right? And then the SEC play started, and then they started like doing, and they were operating, they were clicking, they were whatever, right? And then somehow in their 5 games in 10 days, they I guess they decided defense was optional, right? That's just something that's where they let the rope go, in my opinion, was on the defensive end during these stretch of games.
Okay.
And so then the question becomes,
so is that the players decided it was optional, or Coach Yo decided it was optional?
I don't know.
Who let the
I don't
rope
know.
go? Rope go. Everybody?
I mean, it seems like everybody to me.
Okay.
It seems like everybody to me.
I think for me, Cody, if you and Christine Waller can't walk into Florida and win, then what are we talking about? What did you come to the SEC for? Go ahead.
Here's the thing, right? So that, again, not excuses, just explanations, right?
No,
part of it is Sarah Chinu. Is she no more for offense or defense? She's a long athletic defender. Lattimore, long athletic defender. So now, if your defense isn't in tip-top form, you're now that I think that's part of also what we're seeing. And I think that's why the defense, but everybody else who's been on the bench should have been working on defense at the very least. So it's still a problem either way you cut it. But I think those two people out, I would say, yeah, your defense probably isn't going to look as sharp.
See,
but the other part of it is you got 25 points sitting on the bench.
Well,
because why you ain't been playing Tiana Thompson? So, you understand? So, okay. I'll give it to you. Okay. I'll give it to you. But,
what are you giving me? No. I'm not. No, I'm just providing. You asked the question. I'm just.
No. I'm saying that is it's the defense and everything. I'm looking at Yo. I'm looking at Coach Yo.
I think it's the because this is why for South Carolina, I've been arguing all season. I was very big on our defense needs to improve because one, when your defense improves, you typically can get deflection steals or run outs on the other end, right? So it actually helps your offense to get some easy run out baskets if you have a better defense. So it's like they both go together, right? And
I agree.
I find it funny that people haven't made that connection. Like, it's a lot easier to score more points when my defense is stopping you from doing so. And then it's just like it has a snowball effect. Then it's demoralizing on the other team. And then it's like things aren't falling. So for me, if Mississippi's defense improves, that will help everything. And then now you've also learned that you have Thompson, who you could probably get more shots to and more opportunities to, especially when Cody looks like she's worn down too. Like, she's not looking the same that she looked when Yo was calling her a generational player.
Oh, girl.
So whether or not you agree with the statement or not, I don't know if I agree with that statement. I do think Cody's much better than I thought she was coming into this season, but it's now getting to the point where the mental fatigue, when you're not typically a ball handler, when you have to make good decisions, the later in the season you go, the more fatigued you are, those type of things. They're starting to rear its head, in my opinion.
See, and this is why also the running her at point.
Yep, I didn't agree with it.
Was not smart.
Yeah, but okay, here's my other thing. Running her a point might not be smart, but is shooting 22 threes smart?
No. But we've said we said that about them at the beginning of the season, though. We were talking about
how Kansas State.
Yeah, them thinking that they're a 3-point shooting team, but them percentages say otherwise.
No, and my point, and that's why I'm saying my point. That's why I'm saying I'm looking at Coach Yo and them like, we still shooting 22 threes. We told y'all that at the beginning of the season. Like, at some point we need to see you start getting in shape for March, right? I don't see them getting in shape for March.
March is here.
Yeah, which is here because
absolutely is here.
I think after that loss to Texas, they went on a bit of a run. And it was like, oh, okay, we see y'all. Because who did they beat?
What they did, but you know what they did in the Texas game? They defended.
Exactly.
Yo, Florida put up 74 points and they only made 4 threes?
Yes.
Wow.
Exactly. They said defense was optional.
I think that's their issue.
And I think for me, what I expected them coming into this game, especially with the way that Sunday went. Okay, you caught the dogs off. I expected them to come out against Florida energetic, in part because, hey, this is your last game before you go home, before your senior night. So this is the last game on the road. Y'all should be excited, ready to go home. And so I expected them to come out.
When you look
energetic.
when you look at Florida, you know that's a trap game.
Exactly.
We're not even a trap because it was a must-win game, regardless of how you cut it. But the fact that I think Florida is a better team than their record shows, right? But you had to dig deep and get that one. Not only for like rankings or seedings in the tournament, but your SEC seeding needed it, right? That wasn't a game you could lose.
And now they have fallen to they are now 7th
So this was the game.
SEC.
They're this tied. Was the game that they could have won. They would have got the bye for them, right?
They needed. They really needed to win the LSU game. That's why that LSU game was such a bad loss.
See, every time they get a chance to take a break, every time they get a chance to get some rest, they too tired to get it. That's what I'm saying. They got to figure this out.
It's not going to get any easier because now you got to play consecutive games, right?
Yep.
Now you got to play. You got to play. Now you got to play. And guess what? You got to play every day in the SEC, and you really got to play every day now.
And I wonder,
this ain't NCAA. This SEC it mean more. It's different. And you got to start playing on what? Wednesday? You got to start playing at tip off. The day it start, don't it? Yeah, come on. Do you all think Ole Miss? I'm sorry. The SIP. The SIP is mentally, physically healthy on daughters and bench players. O'Neal daughter and bench players, I think, is what you're saying.
Or maybe daughters just auto-corrected to something because that doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah. No, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I thought you said maybe. Let me know. Legacy would work.
Yeah, maybe type it again so we can make sure we answer it.
Healthy. Starters and bench players, maybe. I don't know, but well, I'll let y'all answer that because I'm not very impressed by them mentally. So there's that.
Do you think Mississippi is mentally and physically healthy starters and bench players? Maybe.
That's what I thought too.
Let's answer it that way. If something else comes in, we'll answer it differently.
Y'all run them like
no, I guess is the answer because it just doesn't. I mean, because mentally, what we just articulated, right? Like, someone on the staff knows what's at stake, right? And I'm pretty sure it's the head coach. So it's not like they're not clear. Like, even that's why Tessa, like, for example, after we clinched and Tessa turned around and said, tied, right? Like, they knew. Tied. They knew what was, if you're in the SEC, you're paying attention to everything else in your conference, especially at this time of year. So I find it hard pressed to say like the players didn't know. And I don't even think that's solely on the players. It's on the coaches to communicate like why this upcoming game is important. What are we trying to achieve? That type of thing. The way they came out against Florida, while they did at some point close the gap because it looked like Florida was going to run away with it. So they did something within the game. But I'm concerned for them because of what we just articulated. It's not going to get easier for them. And they didn't manufacture the space of rest. Now they may because if you have to play more in the SEC, it's not like you're playing into the final day, right? Like at this point, they're probably going to be eliminated. So then that's when you get your rest before the tournament starts. But they got to figure it out because now everybody's going to be in the same boat and whatnot. So I don't know if you guys feel differently or if you interpreted that question differently.
No, I'm with you. And then I think the physically healthy. I think no one's 100% at this point in the season. That's where at this point in the season everybody's digging deep,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, hey, like you're at this point in the season, your season's on the line. You're only at this point. They're only guaranteed after Sunday. They're only guaranteed one more game. Well, two more technically. One in the NCAA and then one in the SEC. That's it. That's all you guaranteed. So at this point, it's you have to dig deep and you got to show how much you want it.
I think the injuries aren't helping either. I don't know.
They're not helping.
I don't know about them. I'm concerned
The
for them
injuries
not
aren't
looking.
helping. But then I'm also looking at Coach O is okay. Where's the next man? When somebody goes down, is it not next man up?
But here's my challenge, right? Do you do that in March or do you do that in December?
It should have been going on in December.
Right. So, I mean, Thompson came in and she's giving points. I'm just not convinced that there's other stuff available because it seems like you probably should have been developing your bench when you could all season and you just didn't.
Which is very interesting because if anything, what we all knew about a Coach O team was we didn't know what they was going to bring offensively, but we knew that they were going to defend, and that shouldn't. I wonder if with this season has her standard changed for them defensively.
I think she tried to trade in defense for offense. I think Ariel went to Ursula and sold her voice, traded her voice for legs. And I think that was not the best decision. Or if you're going to do that, only do that with a couple people, not like, I don't know.
I think that's the point right there. You did it with too many people. I think for what she wants on defense, she has to have some people that are baked into her system that are growing up, that have that the defensive tradition. Here's the okay. I don't have time to keep being nice about it. Here's the thing. I don't. I'm gonna call because sometimes you guys just gotta call a thing. Yo, has already let us know that she is very much a fan of Dawn. She pays attention to what Dawn does. She went to the store and tried to get the same groceries that Dawn gets. Right. Mm-hmm. Period. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Mm-hmm. Not realizing that the stuff that Dawn leaves baked in, she only goes and gets certain things. You know how some people can get some stuff that you microwave and then they just kind of fix it up and it's okay. Dawn is able to do that. She can kind of, fix some stuff up because it's some naturally baked in goods into our system. You can't go get everything and microwave it and fix it up. Got to have something baked in. Nothing baked in this system. What's the culture? Who's the culture piece in her system? She doesn't have one. And she hasn't developed one. And you can't go pick up your culture from somewhere else, especially not down there in Stark Vegas. She didn't leave enough baked into her system. She went out and tried to grab some stuff like Dawn does out of the portal and add it to what she had already, and she let too much go. So she doesn't have a defensive stalwart. Does she? I don't know. Who's the
Sarah would be, I think, their best defender.
Okay, now
or a lot of more. But
now let's talk about Chino for a minute because Chino was there last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, it seemed like she was like a stepchild. Like they kind of went away from her. It seemed like they didn't develop her as much as they could have, and I didn't understand that because she was the one that was going to still be there the next year, right? She still got time. So I just felt like the development that I wanted to see around Chino to be paired with Cody wasn't there. I think that at some point, Coach Yo decided to go Cody or bust. And that I don't think that worked. So my question to you all now is, can she use the SEC tournament to develop this bench now and just look at it like we're not going to win it anyway for as many games as we can play to try to develop some chemistry and some defensive on the players that she has left to be ready to go into the NCAA tournament? Does she try to do that in this tournament? What can she do at this point?
That's the thing. Most of her team is seniors, so they leaving anyway.
No, I mean just for a run in the tournament. Can she build up enough defensive?
Use the SEC tournament for that. Use the SEC tournament. The one game you got guaranteed.
Did you say the one game? See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What?
You're not even gonna give them 2 games. They're not.
Well, they have to win one of them.
Right.
Yeah, I'm saying. Do you think they can win the first one? Who would they play first? Oh, we don't know yet. Damn it. Okay.
They'll probably be what seed are they tracking for? They were for what, 5 or 6?
Yeah, right now they're set. They're like 7.
Now 7?
They've fallen to they're like 7th. They're tied with now they're tied with because Oklahoma has completely jumped in.
Sorry. What are we talking? Which tournament are we talking?
I'm talking SEC. I'm talking SEC tournament.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking March Madness. Okay, never mind.
Oh, March Madness. That's the question too. Where did they fall in March Madness? Because before, I think he had them as. Let me see. Because there was conversation about where they would fall as well. But that was before they lost
But you're still right. They're still down there tied at 7. Down there, whatever you want to call it. We're 1. Texas and Vandy are 2 and 3. LSU look like they're 4. Oklahoma is 5, and then it's a whole bunch of people at 8, and then you got Kentucky and UMiss at 8 and 7, Tennessee at 8 and 7. Like what are we talking about? I guess we could look at like tiebreakers and all of that stuff, but they're gonna end up playing. Yeah. They're gonna end up playing somebody pretty high up first, right?
Technically, yeah.
Coach Yo got away from what made her teams good. Defense was her staple. She went into the portal search for offense. Yeah, but she went into and then sold all the defense to get the offense. Here's the thing. You can't go pick up defense off the portal. I don't think so. I think the defense has to be baked into your system. But again, I asked y'all, who's the culture piece?
I mean, we're just rehashing same conversations we've had.
No. I got another question. Does this affect Cody's WNBA stock at all?
No.
Okay.
At this point, I think at this point, the majority of work she's put in, it might, if someone's on the fringe or whatever, maybe, but I think if anything, it's maybe showcasing that Cody was the engine that had them surging.
Right.
But yeah, I think if anything, the entirety of this year has increased her stock. I'll say that.
Okay. So the increased usage was good for her stock, but it wasn't necessarily good for Ole Miss, UMiss overall. You agree with that?
I won't necessarily say like the usage, but the way in which she was being used.
Yeah.
On the perimeter, her showing that that teams might be okay with playing her at the 3, at the next level, 3-4.
Do you think teams are going to be okay with playing her at the 1? Where we've been seeing her at?
No. No. Don't actually do that. No, do not do that. Do not do that.
That was a quick answer.
Go get a point guard. Stop. No. Go get a point guard.
Okay.
Well, can she make some good assists here and there? Yes, I think she can get her some assists, but not when it's for
sure.
Yeah, she can play make, but not playing her at the point guard position.
That's like being not everybody, but a lot of the people who argue that Angel should just be the point guard for the Chicago Sky. Like, because it works a couple times doesn't mean you should do it in perpetuity. I think that's the best equivalent that I have.
Right. You might be able to slide in a play or two or something like that. But no, yeah, we running her as like a point forward. No. Don't do that.
Okay.
While we're on
Anything else?
teams that are disappointing in the SEC, do we want to have a quick say about Tennessee? I mean, we've kind of had everything, but I just
we got to talk. Let's talk to Kim's. Let's talk to Kim.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, you can talk the other Kim. I will talk the situation with Janiah Barker. And the reason why I'm specifically calling this out is because Janiah Barker didn't go to their one game, and then she came back and proceeded to play, what was it? Was it 12 minutes or 19 minutes? Either one, I'll check it in a second, and only scored 3 American points.
I'm going to give
it
it
was
to
on
you.
a 3. Thank you, Brittany. And it was on a singular 3. Other than that, was basically playing Ole defense. I mean, Tennessee doesn't play great defense in general, but like, what are you doing? Speaking of draft stocks, what are you doing?
Girl, I don't even know where that draft stock is at this point. Yes,
She got her draft stock tape.
1 of 7.
She got suspended.
Look, you want to know you want to know the stat line?
Yeah, please read the stat line for
12
accuracy
minutes.
purposes.
12 minutes.
Okay,
3
so
points.
right.
1 of 7 from the field. 1 of 4 from 3. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 turnovers, and 2 fouls. That was all she wrote.
That's disgusting.
Okay, now do me a favor. Give me the stat
in 12
line
minutes. She had wait, just to confirm. In 12 minutes, how many turnovers?
5. 5.
Are you kidding me?
Led the team.
Yo, that's like point shaving or some ish. Like, or I don't give a fuck. Like, what are we doing?
That was very much giving I don't give a fuck.
I'm appalled.
Okay,
I really am.
Please give me the stat line for the game that she played before that.
Oh, not the zeros because she didn't play. The one, the Texas A&M.
The one she played in.
Okay, yeah. The A&M game, she was 29 points.
How many minutes?
32 minutes, 29 points, 9 of 13 from the field overall, 5 of 5 from 3, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, 3 fouls.
That's the film that's in Cap Cut right now, getting cut up for Huddle.
Yeah, and you know what? It's
going to WNBA.
And the
you know what else is getting cut too?
Hold on.
That's it.
No, it's not. That's not the only thing. The other thing that is being addressed.
You didn't let me finish.
Okay. Go ahead.
You didn't let me finish. That's the thing that's being sent to WNBA. That's it. As far as she's concerned, that's all that she needed to do. She has no understanding of what she needs to be or present herself as to be successful in this thing. Go ahead, Commish. That was all I wanted to say.
Okay. No, if that's your point, because I was going to say that's not the only thing that's being sent. The other thing that's being sent is this game we just read off, right?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
And the not being there for your team. And by the way, she's had a lot of these. One game looks like she could be a future lottery pick. Another game looks like, what is this? Are we trying? You have too many of that. And then that's just in the Tennessee bubble. And then when we started Baseline, one of the things that we got called a hater for is in the Tennessee system, one of the big questions was going to be, how do you get prepared for the W? I assume part of the reason Kim Caldwell brought on Janiah, to be perfectly honest, is a little bit of like a shortcut cheating, right? Janiah is supposed to be a high draft pick. Let me bring her into my system. Let me, zhuzh it up a little bit. And then that counts against my W, quote unquote, drafts. Well, now we all are looking like we got egg on our, not we, because we on Baseline were correct. Brittany and I at least were. Auntie, I think you had some concerns too. So like all three of us called this out, is like, if you want to go to the dub at some point, are you still looking at Tennessee as the best place to get you ready for the dub? And right now, it's not looking good. Now, some could argue that's Shania. Okay, Talaysia Cooper's next. Let's see if Talaysia decides to enter into the draft or not. I think if Cooper enters, I think she'll probably be drafted higher than Barker at this point.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing with Barker though. Outside of bets, right? Outside of bets with Kits down, with Watkins down, Barker had a chance to make some big noise as a big in this draft. Yeah, yes or no? We agree?
Yeah, she could have been a lottery. Like, yeah,
this could have been her fucking draft. Like outside of bet, she could have came, showed up in Tennessee, dominated in the SEC for as much as she could have, had them in the top 4 in the SEC, and everybody would have been fucking talking about Janiyah Barker right now because she was hooping. She could have been. I was expecting double doubles. Walked in here, get you some, you're here, get you some double doubles. You're back in the SEC. You've been here before. Make a name for yourself and go into the dub with a great season up under your belt.
As a top 10 pick, easy.
Yeah, as a top easy.
She probably could have gone to one of the extension
with her athleticism, with all of that.
Yeah, and then her archetype is Janiyah's archetype is a beloved archetype in the dub. You can put that 3-4.
Yep.
That actually specifically that stretch 4.
Yep.
They love it. They want it, and you just completely I don't know what she did this season. Completely just said whatever.
I even think I would even argue even with Tennessee underachieving this year, even after our game, you still could have made the argument that Janiyah, at least what she had put on tape, right? And we could talk about some of the other mercurial stuff about her, but like, you could have still made the argument, I think, even at that time, that maybe it was more the Tennessee system than her. Like, you could, I mean, these GMs like to twist themselves into pretzels with mental gymnastics. So like, but I do think the fact that you didn't play, right? But I think as a senior, to not be with the team is like a huge red flag, right? But it's what you do after that, and it's the after that is the issue. Like that's where it's like now becoming a problem. So I don't know, the whole Janiyah thing, I'm off it. I'm sure we're going to talk draft whenever that time comes. You're going to hear me reiterate this point, but yeah.
And I also think with whatever that thing was with Kim, you just can't do that. Like, okay, you can have a bad game, whatever. But if I am correct, when it comes to like the draft process, they do talk to the coaches, do they not?
Wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, they do. You're right, Brittany. But let me ask this. Okay, so they're going to talk to this coach, and this is a coach who set up at the mic and said, her team don't come to practice, they don't want to play, they don't want to this, they don't want to that, right?
Yes.
How does what does a W team do with that? Right? When you're looking at a player coming out of, you like, okay, you forgot
an important piece in that Kim Mike situation.
What did I
forget? We have no leaders.
Yep, we have. Yep.
Now, how does that translate? How does that translate?
It's not good. That's my point. And now you out here throwing up, I don't give a damn stat lines. Like, what?
It doesn't help her case. It just puts
as a W executive, do you even respect what Kim has to say? Like, are you really calling her? Like
they would.
You will still want to know her. What?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's not the only person they're going to call. They're going to
they're going to call all three. They're going to call all three.
Absolutely. I'm specifically asking about Kim though, but go ahead.
I know, but it does matter. But you're still going to do it. But maybe you hear what she has to say, or maybe you call her last. Maybe that's the person I would call last, or you call her first, and then you double back with her, right? And here's why: because you still want to get a sense of what she has to say. Then you're going to try to ascertain, is it a pattern? Is it a trend? At this point, it probably is. But like, you know what I mean? Like, you're really trying, if you're doing your due diligence, you're trying to figure out how pervasive whatever concerns you have about Janiyah are. So then you call Corey. First thing, you already going to call Corey because half the first round draft are going to be her players. So you're probably already talking to Corey anyway. then you're gonna call Joni, and Joni's well respected. So, and then maybe you double back to Kim with some of the stuff you heard, and you like, can you speak about this, or like, what exactly? Tell me more about this. So,
right,
and the problem is gonna be, sorry, one more point. The problem is gonna be, one, the person who had Barker the longest is Joni, correct? 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So she had her the longest. So you're also going to want to understand that. But then the other problem is going to be when they ask the question of like, how do you get Janiyah back, or what are the tactics you use? Like, what does Janiyah respond to? I'm not sure Corey's going to have a great answer, and Kim clearly ain't going to have a great answer either. So like, again, you're going to have to go back to Joni. So it's just not the best look. I mean, if she gets drafted, it will be on some type of recency bias, meaning in the SEC tournament, she went crazy. Tennessee was able to get on a run because, you know, people recency bias, and then whatever happens in the tournament. And then I think that will be it. And then people will fall in love with her archetype. That's it. Earlier this season, I had her going as a first round pick, not because I loved her, but because of those metrics. But now it's just gone downhill since then. So I don't know if that's still going to keep her in the first round. So,
right.
Yeah, definitely not a question of if she'll get drafted. We definitely think she's getting drafted. What I was saying is that
where,
she had an opportunity to really just like take over this draft, right?
Oh no, I agreed with you. Yeah, I agreed with you.
No. I'm responding back to AB, who was saying Barker's going to get drafted because of potential. Yeah, for sure, she gets drafted. Yeah. We don't question that at all. But this could have really been her draft. Like outside of Betts, I don't think that Beers has done enough to really be a star big in this draft. Who are the other star bigs right now?
Medina started to rise.
Oh yeah, I mean, I try not to go to the Gamecocks, but I'm just saying.
But it's true.
No. But I'm also trying to keep Medina in school. So there's that.
Yeah, we don't know. We'll see. That's the goal. We're trying, but you just never know that the NCAA be.
She mess around. They mess around. And Doubt to have the SEC tournament and the March Madness tournament. I think she can have, and Doubt is stock gonna look different than people think too. But I digress. Go ahead.
No. I agree. Are we anything else y'all want to say on Tennessee? Let's move on, maybe.
Oh no, let's roll.
Brittany, you driving the bus, so let us know where you want to go next.
Oh, let's hit that Ohio State Michigan game.
You want to start? I don't have a whole lot to say. I just watched.
Yeah, I don't either. Okay. I thought it was a good game. I will say though, I don't like to harp on the refs. I do. I didn't like the whistle that game whatsoever. For either team, I was just like, bro, can you please let them play? The other thing about that game going into overtime was very interesting. The foul call, very interesting. Very interesting there. But overall, it was another slow start for Michigan again. I don't know what it is about them getting off the slow starts. But they battled back. I liked the ball movement from Ohio State, the ball movement and the player movement. Yeah, that was a good game. Hard fought win for Michigan. But yeah, them refs that game didn't have to go to overtime.
Furthermore, the time will come. We're gonna put a pin in this, but McGuff, I think that man is being saved by Jelani and Gray and Chance Gray and what's her name? Lumidi. What's her name? Limala. I think she being saved by he being saved. That's all I know, because some of them decisions are just not decisions of a high quality head coach. That's all I'm gonna say. But we gonna come back to him later.
Oh,
well, let's call a thing a thing. Kevin McGuff is probably being saved by Carla Morrow, his associate head coach, and we can put a pin in that and come back and talk about it at some point. But y'all, that's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. I think he got a coach whisperer over here on the staff with him that is saving him. But I'm gonna throw that out there.
it's okay. If she's that good, she won't be there for much longer because somebody else will pick up.
Well, she's a black woman, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the issue.
She'll get her shot on the right staff.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I just, the same issue we have.
That's why she's still there.
Correct. Not that she's not good. That's why she's still there.
Right.
Plus, remember that Katie Smith is on that staff too. Used to play for the Minnesota Lynx. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, what's saving him is the staff.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. At this point, what's her name? JC Sheldon probably saving his ass too. Like,
Yeah, I mean, but again, they have set up something there that at least is respectable by Jason Kitts. So that's the thing that makes me say, it still makes me say, because I respect Jason and his opinion so much.
Well, and to your point, maybe it's the actual supporting staff members that is what is driving that, not who's the head coach.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think. And the program itself that they have, I think Kevin is very insulated from what's going on. What's going on? But there's that. There's that. We need a head coach. Kevin, you can be there at 6. Good. Kevin, don't be late. 6. Okay, 6. Bring your whistle. Everything. Okay. Yeah,
chew your gum like a damn bunny.
Very much look the part.
I see your entire all 32, man. It's crazy. You be chomping on that gum.
Look the part. So there's that.
Okay. All right. Brittany, keep steering us.
I think it's just time to go to senior night.
Let's do it.
Y'all can start us off with the lovely intro.
With the lovely intro?
Yes.
What
Someone
intro?
always has a lovely intro.
Oh, Auntie has an intro?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead,
with a senior night intro. I don't know, a good little quote or something.
I mean, we could. I mean, we could talk about our business, right? This is our business, right? South Carolina 112, Missouri 71. Fifth straight SEC regular season title. This one was outright. I think it was our 9th straight win. And tied. Listen, when we lock in, this was when we lock in, the margin get disrespectful. This wasn't a blowout. This is a program flex. Structure, depth. This is an offense that hit historic levels while still looking like it had another gear. That's the scary part. That's the scary part. We shot 52% from the floor, had 21 assists, 21, and we did all that with Tessa sitting on the sideline. Well, not sitting on the sideline. She had to stand up when they gave that little hip check to Mouse because she don't play about Mousy. But the name that shook the table, goddamn table, Medina Akot, man. 26
Can we read the minutes in the stat line? Yeah, give it
21 minutes. 13 to 18. That it's not good. That is a controlled demolition. But the thing about this is the thing that shook the table for me about Medina. And this isn't to take anything away from Joyce Edwards with 23. Ravens night, we're gonna get to Raven, right? Here's the thing. With Medina was like, hey, tell him I said I want to play some more. She had played about what, 14 minutes or something like that. She said, I need to play some more in the fourth quarter. Mo went back in and went on a 12-0 run by herself. See, y'all didn't want her to get that confident. Now Mo knows it's up for everybody now. She ended up, like I said, 26 points, 17 rebounds, 21 minutes, 13 to 18 from the field. Joyce Evans with 23. Raven Johnson 16, 5 assists. But you know what? We only turned it over 6 times. 6 turnovers in a game where you score over 100 goddamn points is saying we gonna get a shot up every trip, and it's gonna be a good one. That's the taking a good shot. You know what I'm saying? So 49 rebounds to 30, 16 offensive to 4, 21 assists to 12, 6 turnovers to 15, 7 steals to 2. That's dominance in every effort category and every decision category. And I know Joyce didn't have her 8 rebounds. But damn, it's almost like Mo don't let nobody get no rebounds no more. Okay. Period. She snatching them up. I love the way she's going after it. I'm not excusing Joyce when I say that. I'm not excusing Joyce, Commish. It's not what I'm saying.
Oh
but I love the way that
no, I didn't say anything.
I love the way that Mo is just cleaning the glass right now. We didn't let the third quarter become a story. We swallowed up that moment with our depth. So we had 7 assists at halftime, and then we adjusted the ball movement, and I thought that was a big thing too. So that's not just winning; that's winning in multiple styles. We had defense first, we had pace control, road toughness, and then avalanche. And in the last minute, you know, the standing ovation for Big Bird. I don't know, where do y'all want to start? Let's talk about it all.
Yeah, Brittany, go ahead.
I'll Medina. I think how it looks with every game, like these, especially like this last stretch that she's had, it just seems like every game she's getting more and more confident. Not only in the post, but she's getting confident and comfortable being out on the perimeter. Whether it's taking the 3, she had one dribble pull up from the elbow in the first quarter. I said, "Oh." And let me tell y'all,
after trying to close her out from the 3-point line, because she's been shooting it.
Literally, it's the fact that these shots are like net, straight net, cash.
What?
I don't know what March is gonna what the tournament finna look like, but I'm gonna go ahead and buckle my seatbelt because Medina finna go on a run, and we just finna be like, what did we just watch? Type of run. That's what I think.
I agree. I think it's really interesting. Like I actually loved hearing that Medina was like, "Hey, yo, I'm trying to go back in the game," right? And by no means did I not think Medina wanted it. Like, she came to South Carolina. But when we think about the ebbs and the flows, like, she told you she was back, and she told you don't ask her again. This is what she meant. Like,
right.
She's built for this. She's ready for this. She wants it. And that is dangerous from a big standpoint. Like, that's the dominating big that we've been wanting, right? And if Medina is on that type of time, watch out. Yeah. I can rock with that. we can make stuff shake with that. So yeah. Like, she really almost had 20, well, more than, but in 20 minutes, 20 plus points, 20 plus rebounds. Like, Medina really almost had like a 30 and 20 game.
No, for real.
And that last 3 of hers literally rimmed out. That's crazy.
It's just like, that's not supposed to happen. But it is. And that's the scary part about it. Because it is March, and she is continuing to, it's like the flower is like just like really blooming before our eyes, and like it's not even in like full bloom in spring yet, in springtime. It's crazy.
Agreed. I don't know what you. I don't. And then the 3-point shooting. Like, what do you do with that? Like, what are you supposed to do with that?
There's nothing you can do. You just put your hands up and say, "Look, man, I tried. I contested the shot. Ain't nothing for me to do." You just shake her hand. She make it. Just shake her hand. That's what you do. She make it. Shake her hand. Like, oof. And it's the fact that she's just out there just letting it fly. No hesitation. Like there's no hitch. There's no hitch in the jump shot at all. Straight letting it fly.
Yep. See ball, shoot ball.
Absolutely. See ball, shoot ball. Make ball.
Make ball.
That is what's happening. So I definitely expect come SEC tournament, she finna be riding high. All them finna be riding high. And I don't think anybody gonna know what to expect because for some of these teams, it's gonna be like the Medina that they see now is not the Medina that they saw earlier in the season.
Right.
You know what I think is really cool is that the Medina that we're seeing now is gonna set the tone for who Allie becomes as a big.
Oh gosh.
Right? Like I don't think anybody's paying attention to that part. Like this is who Allie is coming up under, right? Like this is her big, man. Like, oh goodness, between Adele and Medina, Allie's gonna be something.
And what did Medina say about Allie? Yeah, I'm just encouraging her to get in the weight room. Like, yeah.
Get your weight up. Get your weight up because it's real out here, big dog. It's real out here. You're gonna be able to make some noise. I think that I love that for us.
That's a good
I don't
point.
think anybody is thinking about that part.
Point.
Like
that's a good point.
Whether she comes, I'm hoping that she's back, right? That's our wish. We're wishing that she's back
right
next season. But the tone that she's setting for the bigs now, the expectation, because like this is what Allie's working against. Like I know they work against the highlighters, right? But this is also who you're working against every day in practice. I seen them over there shooting the threes. I was watching them with Boyer in the corner, right? So listen, they're both professional shooters. They shoot the ball very, very well. And Allie ain't no punk, right? Allie is like, she with it. She don't mind getting down there and mixing it up. I seen her block a shot with both hands. I didn't know if they counted it as 2 blocks or what, but it was like bam, bam, 2 hands. Don't bring that in here. Know what's wrong with you? That's important. That's important as we build into March and then, of course, into next season. But just the tone that she's setting for the bigs in the room with her right now, I think is just tremendous, especially if she's back next season. Because that's some type of energy to come with. Yeah, Allie said, Splash Squad say Allie is the bio weapon. Period. Let's go. What else? About Mo. I think I can't wait. Oh, go ahead.
No, it's just a bunch of like blabber because it's just like how is someone this good who hasn't been playing basketball that long and just I don't know that I keep telling y'all, like, I know, Auntie, cover your ears for a second because you don't want to talk this, and I understand. If Medina gets drafted, if I'm holding a draft pick, I really keep saying it. I would strongly consider, if I am an expansion team, to draft Medina. I am not playing.
Of course.
Girl, forget expansion.
I don't care. That's actually where I was going to go to. I don't care if you, and there's a team that has the number 2 pick, and low key, I don't wish, because I don't root for that team. But that crazy lady, she is a basketball mind. I would consider Medina, but she likes to draft and stash a lot of foreign players. So maybe that's her strategy. But
I would love to see Medina as a Vout.
I Huh. Yeah, I mean, the style that they play, like they're defensive. Natalie likes defense. They're basically the United Nations anyway.
Yeah, and they need the offensive firepower.
You need someone to clean the glass. Can stretch
it would
the
make
floor.
It would make West Coast games interesting. Really, those West Coast. Oh my,
And if they ever go back to conferences, right, for real, then you're constantly, you have someone that can actually compete with Asia. I do think what Medina still has work to do, but I mean, something that does bother Asia is the tall, athletic, like taller than her, especially athletic bigs. And Medina is that.
Okay. 1 second here. I saw this earlier. I'm not sure, but I do. It looks like I guess this is something serious here. So
the Israel Iran. Yeah, I was gonna wait till the end and send wishes, but if you want to, you already addressed it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just saw that they said they're working on a plan to get look like Tiffany Mitchell, Destiny Littleton, and Kiki. Is that Mad Kiki home from the war zone? So sending prayers to everybody involved, man, and people getting home safely. That is a scary situation to be in.
And I think Khadijah Sessions also said earlier to pray for her brother and her cousin. So I assume they're over there too in Israel.
Absolutely. So sending prayers, love and support to all our Gamecocks, just all our people abroad in that situation, man. Getting home and being safe. So, and it's anybody in the chat who may be dealing with that. And then also, while we're on it, I will mention it for those of you who do follow Coach Rowe. I did see that his brother passed away. So if you want to reach out to him on social media, you can also reach out to him on his Instagram, his Facebook. Send him some prayers and condolences. Okay, I think that's all of the announcements.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay. All right. Back to hoops.
Yeah. I don't remember. Someone else go. I'll jump back in. My brain is yeah.
Are we done with? Are we?
No, we're not done. No. Just like
no. For Mo.
Yeah,
for
no.
Mo.
I have nothing. I could just wax poetically about Medina. So we can
keep going forever and forever about Medina and about the things that we're seeing that it's not normal. It's not normal, people. It's not.
You know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to when I hope that the clip that they keep playing over and over for her is the "I'm here." Yeah, I'm here. That's all I want to hear. That's all. That's the sound clip. That's the when she picks up her natty this year. That's the only one. I'm back and I'm here. That's all I want. That's the clip I want to see because she told y'all she's here and she announced her arrival in the most subtle way, but y'all finna feel it. She finna make the basketball world shake. This is somebody who you look at a young lady and you go, oh, she doesn't know her strength yet. When she learns her strength, she doesn't know her strength yet. Even still, when she learns her strength, like and I mean like, and I'm talking like physical strength at this point. When she learns that, it's up. It's up. She's unstoppable.
Yep. The other thing I'll add, just one thing as we move into the tournament. So Medina, I just like to see her work a little bit more on closing out the shooters a little better. And I just think, like, especially not only this level, next level, whenever that does come, there are more bigs who can shoot. So just getting up into the space a little bit more, continuing to contest without fouling. But yeah, those are so she can stay on the floor and be impactful. So those are my two areas for her.
Absolutely. Since we're talking about seniors, do we want to go to the other senior that had a good night as well? A very efficient night and a stat stuffing night.
I was like, which one?
Exactly.
I thought all of our seniors played really well for senior night.
They did.
Like, which one? When you said other, I was like, There's
Yeah,
more than
I
one.
think we got.
So
I think
you
that we have
start.
to talk about all of them. Go ahead.
No, go ahead,
yeah.
Brittany, with the one you're thinking of,
I'll
and
go
then
Watson first.
Oh, okay, all right.
Stat stuffer. 17 points, 6 of 14 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3, but who cares? 5 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1 turnover.
And what doesn't show up in the stat sheet, or there's no line for it, is how many of the middies she was hitting. She got to her midi a lot last game, and I love to see it.
Yes, I think that's something that we've been like, Tanaya, we want to see the midi. We want to see the midi. Give us the midi. And she gave it. Yeah, I think the game against Missouri was another showing of why Tanaya came to South Carolina.
And the playmaking. The playmaking was the other one we asked her to bring back. Yeah,
absolutely. 7.
She did a great job. She did a great job.
She had more assists than Raven. How many times has that happened?
Honestly, it might have happened a couple, because earlier in the season, her and Raven had similar assist numbers. Like they were hovering around each other.
Like 6, 7, 7, 8, like that.
6, 7. Exactly. You did it.
I forgot.
Because we haven't heard it in a while. Thank God.
Right. Yeah. Goodness gracious. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I love Laddie's game. Like that. Those are, I know it was Missouri, but like that's the type of game, right? And even like you said, the missing the threes, like she still took them. They still look good for the most part. But the impact in all the ways is the key. And so that is just, continuing to do that. It doesn't always have to be, it doesn't have to even equate to 17, right? But that impact of having the right balance of driving and finishing, driving and kicking and dishing, pulling up for middies, not just like ramming into the post trying to get fouls. Although she is getting fouled, to be honest, because there was a time, I think it was at the end of either the half or first quarter, she did get like whacked on her elbow. I don't know, but they don't be calling it. Maybe she be moving too fast, or I don't know, but the refs seem to like not call those. So
right,
just adjust. If you go in, you don't get the first foul call, all right, like let's adjust our game plan. So I like seeing those adjustments for her, and I like that we're getting back there. And Darnell's point was good too, that she seems to be moving better as well. So I love all of it.
Absolutely. It's definitely what I wanted to see from her heading into the last game of the regular season and getting ready for the postseason. Yes. So A++, my dear. A++.
Can we pause real quick on the seniors? And I want to ask a question about Missouri really quickly, because I don't really think we talked the game. We really kind of just went straight into our seniors. I have a hot take about Missouri.
Okay, we're listening.
I think that Missouri will be a tougher game next year.
Yes.
The 31 points that they put up on us, part of that was us kind of taking our foot off the gas. But it also reminded me of how well Kelly matches up against us.
Yeah, Kelly knows
how
us.
How well she knows us, right? And so I just really expect. I know that she's got some recruiting stuff that she's going to be doing, so I expect that to be a much tougher game. I'm looking forward to that game next year in Missouri. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, it's going to be a fun one. I expect. But go ahead. I'm sorry. We don't have to talk a whole lot about the game. I think she was
honestly there's not much to talk.
But I mean, she kind of got hired late. I think she kind of had like a rummage sale team. It wasn't even like a no tape. It was kind of like she was just riding by and see who had yard sales and was picking up what she could. But as she builds there, my hot take is that if Tennessee stays on the trajectory that they're on, Missouri may win. Missouri may win more games, may win more before Tennessee and Tennessee.
Well, the thing is, Tennessee's always gonna. Well, we'll see how long the trajectory. But Tennessee, because they're putting money into their program, and not to say Mizzou isn't, but I think you're always gonna get the talent, the elite hoopers of the elite, whatever OTE people. And so I think Tennessee might technically always win from a talent standpoint, but I do think Kelly can get the right pieces for her system that may yield more results. So from that, I agree with.
Oh yeah, I think Missouri getting Kelly says how invested they are in beating South Carolina. Like they want to beat us bad.
When Don has an active lawsuit, or not active, but has the lawsuit against him, they probably.
It's a little personal. Personal. We know.
Yeah, I'm not.
That was just that was the only thing I wanted to say about that game. That was all I wanted to say about that game. Is that I think it's gonna be interesting to see where Kelly takes him, and I expect them to be a tougher game next year, and for them to move up in the SEC. Yep. Quickly if they put the money in that they can. But back to our seniors. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, looking at the clock, I know we got to dip in a little bit here. So can we jump to Raven? Brittany, you want to take that one?
Raven. Let me pull up my lovely set. Oh my goodness.
Did we talk Dowda?
No, but no, let's talk Raven, and then we'll do Dowda.
Okay.
Raven, I held my tears in, guys. I held my tears in, okay. No, but it was a great and usual sighting from Raven. 16 points, which is up there. Which, hey, I don't mind it, especially with, hey, you got it going. And hey, everybody else getting their shots. Hey, I don't mind Raven on senior night saying, hey, let me get some. And especially because she got that 16 on 6 of 9 shooting. 16 on 9 shots. 4 of 6 from the 3.
She's a shooter.
And we only made 8 threes, and she made half of them.
Yeah.
Herself.
Wow, she was the only one with the threes. Like, she was the only one that made threes for the majority of the game.
Right. She had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, stat stuffer, no turnovers. Yes, Raven just continues to be consistent, steady the ship, and she continues to be a sight to see. Because it's like, it's coming, like, where Raven run is coming, or like, you just know, like, all right, Raven finna hit us. She might hit us for a couple middies, hit you for a couple threes and some good assists. But it's just always, I don't think they know what to do when it happens.
Yeah, no, I think on the scouting report, right? And it's funny because what's her name? Thomas Scuddy was like, I don't think you want to dare Raven to shoot the threes. And it's just funny because the whole narrative, again, that got perpetuated by Lobo's hating ass, was the whole wave off thing and stuff like that. And again, encourage everybody to go rewatch that game. You're going to learn some things. Raven wasn't the only person they weren't guarding on the perimeter. And she actually hit 50%. So it wasn't bad. But thanks, Darnell. It just is the thing playing. You guys know I can never hear it.
Thanks, Darnell.
Okay. Okay, stop me if I'm talking over the noises.
Hold on, wait. Okay, go.
Thank you, Brittany. I was like, I don't know. It just is just so poetic. It's like so like a poetic justice that Raven had a game full of 3-pointers. Like, to me, it was just like such a perfect full circle moment. I think to technically end her CLA regular season with the performance she had. So I thought that was awesome.
Exactly. Like, May I remind people, she's averaging 37, technically 38, round up because 37.7% from three. 49% from the field.
Mm-hmm. Not a lot of turnovers,
Her
even though her
50,
turnovers
49.
have been up this year, but she's reeled it back in. I chalk that up to the game of having new people you're trying to get involved. Like some of that is just you got to charge it to the game. But yeah. Anything else, Brittany? Anything else you want to highlight?
It's not anything specifically.
Okay.
It's just the fact that to the people in the draft rooms, the war rooms, you better go to war for Raven Johnson.
You better evaluate Raven. Yeah, like you really should not be. If you have a top 10 pick, well, actually, I could even argue every team, right? Because not everybody has a first round pick, but every team should consider if they had to move up in the draft, what would it take to do it?
Absolutely.
And if it don't take that much, shit. Or appropriately determine what it's worth to you. But like it should be on a consideration set for everyone.
Absolutely. A point guard. I want to wait on calling her a generational point guard, but
no, I'm gonna put it there. I know I'm with you, but I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. A generational point guard. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
You need to. Yeah, you have a generational point guard in this draft. And there's too many of y'all that need a point guard in general. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Don't even think twice.
Here's why I'm actually comfortable saying it, and this is someone who says that we use the word generational for people too much. But in the sense of everybody keeps saying traditional point guards are a dying breed. Well, if they're a dying breed, again, there's less. That means there's a scarcity. So therefore, when one comes along, that is the definition of generational. One, two. Exactly. When you actually think about her winning and her intangibles, like that also counts there. And then at the end of the day, the other thing I wanted to add with the Raven discussion is you can always teach someone how to shoot more or change their form. Hell, Liz is doing it right now, right? Like you can always change someone's form, right? Like you can always shoot more. They always say, they used to call Jason Asen because he had no J, right? Jason Kidd. And then even Vandersloot came in from Gonzaga, more of like the Raven archetype without the winning, right? So it's been done before. Like you can do it. I don't understand why people are so gun shy on someone who quote unquote can't shoot, but gives you literally everything else. Rebounds at a high rate, given her size, her on-ball defense. We've talked about that. Her steals. Go ask Tyler how that felt after Raven picked her pocket. You know what I mean? Like the intangible, can get the ball into a big, has played with a lot of really good bigs. And so what exactly are we? If everybody says this draft isn't quote unquote that good, then that means everybody has fatal flaws. But I will take the fatal flaws, quote unquote, someone that doesn't shoot, that I can always just have more reps, get a shooting coach, all that stuff. But I will take everything else that comes with it because I don't have to teach as much. Right. And I'd actually argue you don't even have to teach her how to shoot. If you want to fix her form, that's one thing. But it's not like it clearly is going in. She clearly put the work in. So I think people are gassing it. They're putting way too much into the narrative. The narrative doesn't really hold.
Yeah, no, it's not holding. It's not holding like you just can't hold water in your hands. It's just not holding. Yeah, and then anyone that's saying that this draft is just not good, yeah, put it down. Stop smoking. Because I don't know what you're saying. I think like people are like people think that just because there's not a bunch of like really like stars with really loud games that they're just like, oh yeah, the draft's not good. Okay, y'all keep saying that, but why do I keep seeing championship teams picking up players in the drafts that end up contributing in their runs?
Right.
So clearly the draft is good. Too many people just don't know what they're doing.
Correct.
Waste the draft if you want to. And you'll be sitting there two, particularly 3 years down the line, you'd be sitting there like, dang, I missed one.
They said it about the last draft, the draft before that. Like,
I gotta tell y'all. So A-Dub, we appreciate the love. A-Dub says yes. Raven is generational. Don't hold back.
Say it one more time.
Raven's generational.
That's why I had to tell Brittany. I was like, I'll say it with you. Hell yes, he's generational.
Absolutely.
Isn't that the whole definition? There's something intangible that not everybody has. Like, that's the definition of generational. Like, there's something on paper that you can't feel, you can't touch, you can't see, but is there.
Absolutely.
When they get in the game, they win.
Look, and the other part that I know is my girl better be on the all defensive team. That's all I know.
My girl better be defensive player of the year. I don't care. I will.
Is that on a national? You want that?
You
on
know,
a national
you know where I
SEC
am.
level?
I'm on national, but I can understand.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's talk about it.
Yes,
I talk about it every week.
Well, I'm talking about on the next level.
I understand.
My girl's gonna be making that.
Oh, you meant in the W.
In the dub, she better be on that other.
Oh, okay.
My girl gonna put the guards back on the map.
I'm not denying it. You know, there's a bias towards blocks and fucking
exactly.
Steals, so you already.
Raven gonna put the guards back on the map on the all defensive team in the dub.
Yeah, your ability to guard. Like let's guard the guard. Yeah. For me, so National Player of the Year, I would like her to win it, but I understand that's going to be a harder thing because you got to get the national media degree on it. I definitely think she should be SEC Player of the Year. I don't know what bullshit Holly Rowe was talking over there. Again, I hate capital H, the counting of steals and blocks. I literally have this conversation every time we get on here. I ain't got to repeat it. I've had it.
I don't know why you hate the stocks.
Because it's a fallacy. It doesn't mean that you're always there are other defenders.
No, I agree that it shouldn't be the category that you base the defensive player of the year on.
Yeah.
It's still one of my favorite things to watch. But
that's why I don't like watching it, because you can get a block and it still doesn't result in the other team not scoring. It just doesn't.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that. Now, here's the thing. You gotta analyze it all the way through.
Yeah, most people don't do that. That's the problem. No, I agree. If you're gonna say it in context of they had a great game, they did this, 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 and they had cool. My problem is that the prevailing conversation that's going on right now that Hannah should be National Defensive Player of the Year, and I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Playing games. They're playing games.
Like, her team's not even winning, and then it's like, well, do you have to win? Yes, in a way, if like all things are being equal, and there's someone who's leading in steals, there's someone who's stopping the top defenders from scoring well below their average inefficiently. There's like, at some point, we have to use our brains. Like, I don't care if Hannah has 20 steals. Like, I really don't. Like, you're playing the ACC and you're currently in like 8th place in the ACC. What are your steals really amounting to? Like, at a certain point, we do have to ask the question. And I'm not saying Hannah's not playing defense. That's great. Do it again next year when you get all your recruits and your portal people in. Then we can talk. But this year, no, absolutely not. I had one more thing I'd like to discuss. I can go longer. I know, Brittany, you got to dip in a little bit. So let me.
You can keep going. I could spare a couple more minutes.
Okay, maybe you can multitask while you're.
Yes.
To spare some minutes. Okay.
Wait. Because Brittany, before you go, I do want to know your thoughts on our game against the Whisper tomorrow. So
Look, the whisperer won't be whispering tomorrow. He's gonna be screaming. He's gonna be screaming. Screaming. Yeah. He'll have a meltdown.
I just wanted to know your thoughts. Go ahead, Commish. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was just curious. And by the way, who are even the seniors? Is it Tony Morgan?
Let me
see. Are we going to ruin their senior day? Hold on. Okay,
we should absolutely.
Well, I didn't watch the Auburn game, but just looking at the box score, I was kind of like, huh, that's a lot closer than I thought. I know Tony had 8 turnovers.
Oh.
But I didn't see how it went down. If someone in the chat got thoughts, please let us know. Or watched it.
There's a couple seniors.
Okay. I was just curious. It's not Strack, it's not Key, right?
It is like, Key.
Oh, Key's a senior. Oh yeah, that's right.
And Obi.
Oregon, Key. Yeah.
Okay.
Pass it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gilbert.
Interesting. Okay. Well, okay. Well, I'm still interested how that Auburn game went down. For me, it's gonna be staying out of foul trouble, rebounding the ball. Again, broken record. Same shit I always say. I think Raven and Tanaya could handle switching on and off with Morgan and containing her and ball pressure. Even Maddie. Sorry, let me bring Maddie in here. Let me not disrespect Mouse. So those 3 should be able to help negate the point of attack. And then Boone, make sure you close out to her. So I do think one of our weaknesses is closing out to the 3-point line. I also kind of get it because it's like you don't have to. Ideally, the best teams don't. But the likelihood that you give up something is high, and maybe 3-pointers are what we have just decided over time historically to give up. But I would like to see us be better about that. I like the rotations, the closeout, and the communication to just continue to ratchet that up heading into the SEC play. So the normal stuff that I always ask for. And then staying out of foul trouble will help us in the paint with Medina. I think Claire is going to have issues with Medina. I wonder if they put Claire on Joyce and try to have someone else on Medina to keep Claire out of foul trouble, but it will be interesting to see what they do.
Look, all I'm going to say is Medina, put her in the rim. Put her in the rim.
Yeah. Oh, I want to get this in before you do have to leave, Brittany. So SEC tournament. There's a lot of conversation about where the SEC tournament should or shouldn't be. Yeah, feel me? I am tired of the complaints. First thing, SEC stands for what? Southeastern Conference. Okay? SEC, Southeastern Conference, not Texas, not Midwest, not wherever the hell else y'all want this to be on the moon and Pluto, right? So if it's the Southeastern Conference, which had already established and signed agreements before teams from the Big 12 decided to join. Now, why in the hell would we go change the agreements and the bids and everything else that we agreed to when y'all decided to join the conference? Huh? Riddle me that, Vic. Okay. Now you want to say, oh, it used to be in Nashville when, okay, so now it should be in Nashville. So in Vandy's backyard or Knoxville, exactly. Tennessee's backyard. Brittany, well, I got you. Where is it this year? Do you remember?
Where is the SEC tournament?
Mm-hmm.
Over there in Greenville.
Mm-hmm. Greenville, South Carolina. What school is closest to Greenville?
South Carolina.
Fun fact, UGA. Fun fact, it is a shorter drive from Athens, Georgia to Greenville than it is from Columbia, South Carolina to Greenville.
I don't see them complaining about it being in Georgia's backyard.
Put it in your Google
Fun
Map.
fact, not fun fact.
Fun
not
fact.
Fun fact. Listen.
Put it in your Apple Maps, your Google Maps, whatever, Waze, whatever y'all use. Fun fact. If you actually do driving, UGA right there. Let me double check because I actually looked it up. And then Knoxville is not that far. Let's see.
They saying Vandy backyard. That's what FM saying.
Actually, I lied a little bit. My bad. I guess it depends on the time of day that you Googled. But here's this. An hour and 41 minutes from Athens, Georgia to Bon Secours Wellness Arena. Hour and 33 minutes. It had me going through Spartanburg and it made it an hour 49. Hour and 33 minutes from Colonial Life Arena to Bon Secours. And then Knoxville is 2 hours and 56 minutes. So it sounds like it's pretty backyard for a lot of people.
Exactly.
So it's not like it's in Columbia, South Carolina. It's technically in our state, but there's people who can go there. One. So there's that. Two, half y'all not driving anyway. Most of y'all are flying. So stop that. And then the last thing I'll say is like, get your weight up. Greenville invested in it. There's a reason it used to bounce around various places. By the way, we won SEC tournaments when it was in Birmingham. We've won SEC tournaments when it's been in Nashville or Knoxville. Like, it don't matter. You still gonna see South Carolina people. Worry about filling up your own home arena, and then you can whine, you can cry, you can do it. How come every time you get on the mic, you have something to cry about? Is that what you teach your kids too? Take a lesson. Handle hard better. Next.
Literally, they just some crybabies. Like, what are we crying about? You're crying because Greenville, South Carolina invested in women's sports and your state didn't. And San Antonio, Texas didn't. And I don't know, somewhere, anywhere in Louisiana, I don't know where they're going to do that thing at. Anyway, I don't know why she complaining.
I have an idea. Why don't we go to Seattle? Let's play the SEC tournament in Seattle, huh?
Like, the complaining. You're going to get whooped whether it's Greenville, South Carolina, whether you're all the way up in freaking Washington, D.C. We could go to Spain and you still get whooped over there. Quit crying. Just crying to cry. How about you tell your city, your state, step it up? Because at the end of the day, we all want women's sports to grow. Is that not the goal? So why knock the place that's investing in women's sports? Tell everybody get that weight up. Get your weight up. That's it. It's just that simple. Until you can lead an attendance in your house, then the conversation's mute. Because who's led in attendance? South Carolina.
Yep.
So you can't even fill up your own arena. So what are you talking about moving it to somewhere in Texas or somewhere in Louisiana? You can't even fill it up in Austin. You can't even fill it up in Baton Rouge. What are we talking about, people?
Brittany cooking.
You can't even fill it up if we brought it straight to you, wrapped it up with a bow on it. So please.
Here's the other thing, though. Here's the other thing, though. You said they can't even fill it up where they at. We fill it up for them when we come to town, don't we?
Yeah, the majority of the South Carolina fans in LA were, well, South Carolina fans, but you know what I'm saying. The majority of fans in LA were South Carolina fans. They were down the street.
It's just giving your fans not feeling you like that, all right? They're not feeling you like that. Because if they was feeling you like that, they would pay.
Brittany, not even they fans, they students. Anytime you got to threaten your students, if you come and you get this free stuff, you can't leave. You got to stay for the whole game. It's a new rule. Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us.
Stop playing
with us, bro.
I ain't never when I was in college had to be threatened to stay for a game at Allen Fieldhouse. Never.
If you come and take the free stuff, you can't leave. You got to stay for the whole game.
That is crazy. You threatening them to make them stay, and and what they do, they still leave early. They still leave early.
They take their stuff back from you on the way out the door.
They're like, give me that back.
Kim told you, she said, I saw y'all leaving early. I ain't gonna catch you at church this Sunday, but next Sunday when I'm back in town, I'm gonna holler at y'all. I was taking notes. I seen y'all.
Look.
There's that. That.
And they should have hit her with, you saw us leaving early and we saw you take that time out early. So what are we talking about, ma'am? We saw you lose that time out early, ma'am.
There we go.
Okay, I wanted to get that in. We can go back to we didn't talk Dowda either, so I just want to make sure we got that in before.
Yes, let's do Dowda.
Okay, let's do Dowda. You want to start, or you want me to
Dowda,
start?
another 8 points. That's 8 points in a row. My sister 2 points from double digits. She finna hit them double digits. She either gonna get it against Kentucky or she gonna get it in the SEC tournament.
Yep.
She gonna get double digits. But Dowda continues to do the little things well.
Brittany,
and continues.
Exactly what they don't want to happen. What you saying right there is exactly what they don't want to happen.
Literally, it's like
hours. Dowda at double digits. Oh.
And then she had 3 blocks last game, 2 blocks this game.
Sure did.
Yeah, talk about it.
2 rebounds, 2 assists, 67% from the field. Yeah. She's growing.
Using her voice though, telling people where to go. I seen her out there pointing people in a direction.
Exactly.
With 2 plays. I'm loving it. She peaking at the right time. I'm telling y'all, listen, I think SEC tournament, good March Madness, that WNBA stock draft moving up for Dowda.
Yeah. I mean, look, if Dowda comes in and is looking to take her shot, looking at the rim, making her moves with confidence, rebounding, look, the rebounding and the defense has been there even whenever she comes in. It's the other aspect of you ain't even got to. I love 8. Shit, I love double digits, but I'll even take 8.
Literally.
8 minutes, being able to hold serve in the post, alter shots, rebound.
And she's getting to the free throw line more too.
And the free throw line, yeah, that's true.
4 for 4 this game.
I'll take those. I'll take those for sure.
Absolutely. Like, girl, you gonna give me some free throws and you gonna make your free throws? I will take it. Because we were begging for days like this. We were begging for days like this.
Please, y'all, talk about that turnaround jumper she hit him with against Mizzou. Talk about that turnaround jumper Dowda gave him. Thank you, MJ, for the reminder.
That's what I'm talking about. She came in and made her moves with confidence. That's what I'm literally talking about.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that specific play though. I felt like that about her game in general, but that specific play, that wasn't on my mind.
Yeah, that move is what I'm.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she got to her spots, man. She was super confident, but yes, that I love that from her.
Yeah, so Dowda continues to grow at the right time.
And Dawn said that Dowda's been ready every single time she's called on. And that's what, that's what we were talking about earlier is I don't know exactly, what were the reasons or weren't the reasons. I mean, not having Adele has maybe opened up space for Dowda to play a little bit more too. But whatever it was, like, she's been working, she's been ready, she's been on the highlighter team trying, like, at practice, this is what she's been doing, all that stuff. So just continue to play with the confidence and the skill set that she has. Like, it's there. So good on her for always being ready.
Absolutely. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
Exactly. And someone said they were stealing the handle hard better. That's Kara Lawson's line.
Yeah.
That's from MLK Lawson. So that's not me. That's me being funny with Kara, because she has a whole speech about handle hard better.
Oh man, yeah. There you go. There you go. Gotta handle hard better. Lean into it. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all run them mics up. Make sure y'all run them mics up. We didn't really talk other conferences.
I got time to run through them. I mean, we talked, speaking of handle hard better, what is so funny is, guess who won the ACC after all of that? Duke.
Duke, after all of that.
So technically, we was right in the beginning.
We was right. We was right.
Yo,
we were right. Wrong. Auntie wasn't right.
Yeah.
It
didn't matter how they got there. It just mattered they got there at the end.
Yeah. It's not how you start, it's how you
finish. And they still finished at the top.
They handled hard better, and they finished at the top, man. Congratulations to them. Can't take anything from them. I still am rooting for Louisville to win this tournament, but they are trending in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I'm not loving it. How much of it? Yeah. I'm not loving it.
Yeah.
How much of this was Roberts not? Because I didn't realize she had been out for a couple games. How much of it was her? But I don't know. It kind of
was she out a couple games?
I thought she was out. Didn't she not play the Virginia game, or did I make that up? There's definitely a game I tuned in.
I thought that she went out hurt, but I thought she came back the next game.
Oh,
but I
okay.
May be wrong.
Okay. No. I trust you more because I just jumped in and then jumped out.
No. I'm probably wrong because I got CRS.
No, you follow Louisville more, so I think you're right. That's not.
I'll double check that. I was going to ask you about the Maryland Michigan game too. What do you guys think about that coming up today at 2:30?
I'll be tuning in. I'm definitely interested.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think Maryland is starting to has gotten some of its players. I mean, they're already depleted, but the ones that they've started to get back, and I do think that's a little dangerous. Maryland's a team to watch. They always kind of just figure it out and piece things together. But I'll be watching that because I actually think that's a more similar matchup, right? Like that's like small ball versus small ball.
Right.
One on purpose, one because we don't have the players we want. But that will be interesting. And I don't know if I want to say Maryland. I don't know. I'm interested.
And we know that Michigan is prone to slow starts. They're prone to slow starts.
And it's just a question of, is Sila back or is she still kind of bouncing in her slump? We gonna see.
Yeah,
this is a good game to find out. This is a good game to find out. I got a name I'm gonna throw here, and I just want to know what y'all think. Kiyomi McMiller. Penn State has not had a good season. Has Kiyomi set herself up for success going into next season?
What do we define as success?
Yes, that's the question. Hey, at least they beat Rutgers. I guess that's the one.
Did they beat Rutgers? Because they
beat Southern. Yeah, they beat Rutgers.
Yeah, they beat Rutgers.
And then Southern Cal.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they did.
Oh, that was a get back on Rutgers because Rutgers walked in their house and gave them the business.
Correct.
So success is here's what I think success looks like, and you're right. Louisville did lose to Virginia by 2. Here's what success looks like. If you want to stay at Penn State, then there's really talent that wants to come and play with you and whatever probably a new coach looks like, right? And if you want to transfer, there are real viable programs that are interested. Like, as she fixed her image enough to go, play it at a NC State, at a Louisville, at a LSU. Well, I think LSU was always on the table. So some of those other schools that maybe we didn't think were possible last year. Not South Carolina. So I'm not even worried about South Carolina.
No,
There's that.
We got to work on our Raven retirement and jersey retirement.
I think she might have more options available, but not like elite options available.
So you couldn't see like a Texas calling.
No.
Could you see a Coach Yo calling?
Yes.
Yeah, she gonna have to call everybody since the whole team gonna be gone anyway.
Right. I was like, that's a function of what it is. But I could also see Coach Yo. We don't know enough. I don't know enough about Coach Yo, but I would say on the court talent, Coach Yo will call. But I don't know. Kiyomi don't really play defense, and again, that's a philosophical question. Are they really going away from defense? Are they going to get some defensive specialists? Like,
exactly.
What is the adjustment going to be? But Kiyomi herself don't really play defense, so there's that. But she is a one-woman offense. But again, does that translate into wins? And will that translate to wins in the SEC?
Actually, you know who I think will call?
Who?
The Big 12 will call.
Yeah.
Big 12 will call.
I think ACC will call.
Yeah. ACC been pretty poor this year.
Well, but they have a lot of those guard types, right?
Actually, you know who's gonna call because his roster's gonna be depleted?
NC State.
Absolutely. NC State's gonna call.
Yeah. I mean, that's actually his archetype of guard. I don't think it's necessary. Like, if they lose Zam or Zoe, I won't be surprised if he tries to have Kiyomi on the back burner. I think the problem is the problem, or here's the thing we don't know. So when they call whatever that lady's name is, whether she gets fired or doesn't, or is there or isn't there, and they ask about, hey, I saw that Kiyomi sat out a game or two and she came off the bench a couple games. What's T? ... That's the question, right? Like, I don't know if they care. I don't know what's going to be said, right? And so then that becomes the question of, is that enough?
No, so I think for like an NC State coach to be like, whatever that was, it won't be a problem with me. We won't get away with it with me. Or it could be a situation where it's like they're so desperate anyway that they're going to take the risk.
Okay, well, you know what the definition of insanity is?
Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
Exactly.
Would you take the risk on Kiyomi?
Who am I? What team am I?
Yes, that's the other part.
Power 4, but not top 15.
Yeah, but like, give me an example. Like, what school? Throw out a school.
I see them saying TCU in the chat, so I'll say TCU.
Y'all sure Mark's gonna be there?
No.
Y'all sure Mark's gonna be there?
I don't know that Mark's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll throw out a couple schools. TCU. Notre Dame.
No.
Notre Dame, no.
No.
Georgia Tech.
No.
Sound like maybe Brittany. You thought maybe Syracuse.
No. Well, no. But if someone could do it, it could be Coach Jack.
Okay. Could you all see like a Tennessee or a Miami calling?
Tennessee better not.
Tennessee
better not.
But they probably will.
That's again the definition of insanity. So you're telling me you just had Janiah Barker, right? Who at least until last year in the public didn't have as bad of a rep as Kiyomi did to the public. Okay, so definition of insanity.
Colorado.
I don't know. Colorado kind of feels like they're very, they don't have problems. You know what I mean? Like they feel like they, maybe I don't know. I guess it depends on what the rap actually is.
I mean, you can. I mean, you could be the product in Colorado, but you got to understand that's Coach Prime land up there.
Correct. That's why it's like they might. I mean, like they might be able to make it. I don't know, but that coach though, and just seeing who's like that's like Jalen Sherrod, right? Like they don't make a lot of noise.
Yeah, no, they're pretty quiet over there.
They're pretty quiet. Like
it ain't like Penn State making no noise.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to. Colorado has had more success than Penn State. I'm not sure they're that desperate. That's what I'm trying to say. Wow. They generally have a team that works together. Again, I'm not in Colorado, so I don't know what the.
Oh no, I agree. Me neither. I'm just
what the word is over there. So maybe the locals know what's up, but from where I sit, I have not heard too much out of Colorado.
Okay, but you couldn't see a Corey Close calling.
No, Corey's done with that. No, Corey's done with that.
She did Janiyah, not doing it again.
What's my man Kelly up at Oregon? Kelly,
he seems to have a different recruiting strategy. From what it seems like he shifted to, he seems to try to get the girlies who are not like 5-star whatever, or I'm sure he's offered a couple here there. What's her name? Jazzy's from Oregon, right? So I'm sure they had conversations. But it seems like he kind of wants people that are going to be, like they're going to be in the system and we work that way. Like I'm not doing all this hoopla and whatever else I'm sure he'd be saying, but hubbub, that seems like a word he would use. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Because they have Fiso, who's a sophomore.
I like
and that's the thing. It's like, because even these calling conversations, one, you either have to be protecting yourself or replenish someone who you know is leaving or is likely to leave. That's one. And then two, you have to think about who's there. And am I pushing out a Fiso to bring in a Kiyomi? No, I would only really consider that if I know Fiso's going to leave. And even that, I probably have someone else on the pine.
Got you. What's Staley Hurd? Could you see her at Oklahoma State? Cowgirls?
Could I see Staley Hurd or could I see Kiyomi there?
Kiyomi. I was saying, what is Staley Hurd? Is she a sophomore? Is she leaving and Kiyomi could walk in and take the team, or would Kiyomi have to walk in and kind of?
The sisters confuse me which one's even older, so I don't know off the top of my head.
That's right. Let me look.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
I mean, someone's gonna call. Because someone
should she answer or should she stay still?
I think it depends who it is, and I think it depends
depending on what she wants.
Exactly, what matters.
What do you want? What do you want? Money? Do you want development? Do you want
to win?
Do you want to be on TV more? I don't know.
It could just be and if that's the case, then there's certain schools it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like it really just depends on what does she want.
Seem like a Miami is what they got going on down there, and then I can't believe that I'm saying this, but my nephew would be proud.
Florida State.
Florida State. Yeah, I mean,
those are options. I mean, Brookoff, right? Or is that her name? The coach for
don't give me the line.
I think it's Brookoff or Wineoff, something like that. Anyway, that lady, that coach, Tanaya, she knows what to do with heavy bile dominant guards. Now, the question, and I don't even want to do this, Tanaya is a very different personality type than Kiyomi. So I think that would be the question. But she could try it. I mean, she could try it.
At this point,
I haven't seen enough of Kiyomi to know if she's matured or not. I'm sorry, Brittany, I cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh no! Oh no! Like I was gonna say, like you were saying, we haven't seen. Is it that she's matured enough, or is it just not on social media?
Correct.
Like, will she show up next year?
That's the question.
Like a D1 junior, like Don says, that player that you don't have to talk to, they know the system, they know that you won't know the system because maybe she'll be, moving into a new program, but knows how to it looks like a pro. Has pro habits because that's what you're supposed to have by junior year, right?
True, but
I don't know that girl. I don't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. We haven't seen enough, and they haven't shared enough for us to know that. I don't follow.
All I know is somebody
knows in the chat. Let me know.
She got sat on the bench. Well, first she didn't play a game, I believe, and at the very least she was coming off the bench.
You talking about at Penn State?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Keep going.
Yes. So.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, run it back. go back because I did see her coming off the bench.
Which is why I said, is it she matured or is it that it's just not on social media?
Correct. That's what I said.
And they just learned the first time to keep it in house. That's the question. But
okay, can I throw another name out there then?
Yes.
Sure.
It's another player. You tell me what you do with this player next season. Sanaya Ja. Stay in this. Getting the portal. Where'd she go?
I mean, she was at Arizona. Now she's at. Didn't she follow her coach to what, SMU?
She did.
How did you feel like that worked out?
Girl, I don't know what's going on over there at SMU.
Okay, and
their last.
I think that's my point exactly.
Oh, okay.
For where she was at, for what her skill set is, shouldn't we be hearing her name more? Or is it just kind of like...
It's something bigger than basketball, and I'm going to plead the fifth on this one.
Yeah, like that one is a kind of a hard one because it's... And the reason why it's going to be hard is because of the opportunity that she had.
Okay. I mean, I'm always rooting. I'm still always rooting for these former Gamecocks. I'm always rooting for these former Gamecocks. But
absolutely.
That's not me not rooting for her. That's
no. That's what I'm saying. I respect what you're saying. That it's bigger than basketball. So if that's something else, then I wish her well. Yeah, I just wish her well. I'll leave it at that.
If she just has to find a place that she is comfortable at and is willing to grow at. In whatever way she wants to grow. Whether it's as a basketball player, as a person, whatever is going to, whatever place is going to get her to her goals. Take the shot, wherever it may be. Just say it might not be at SMU no more. Even though I remember, wasn't that coach that was talking big cash?
Yes,
and
that was her.
Adia Barnes?
That's Adia.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. You was talking cash shit, too. Oh, man. How the mighty have fallen.
I mean, how many years removed is Adia from a Final Four?
Whenever Ari McDonald was there.
Ooh.
Like, it hasn't been that long.
Right, it hasn't. But for you to fall like this,
it's also not that recent either.
And the way in which he was talking, oh yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about just definitely not trending in the right direction. It's not looking good. Not looking good
at all. And then didn't she get big money to go to SMU too?
I don't know if it's big money.
Well, big money compared to where she was at.
I don't know.
I just thought Arizona was broke. I thought everybody left Arizona. I thought the state.
Right, yes, because I definitely heard Arizona was broke over there. So it's big money once you leave Arizona.
Maybe.
Put the money in football, I think, or something like that.
But I'm pretty sure Arizona had a better year than SMU this year in basketball.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And then the money's also in their men's basketball team because their men are the second.
Yep.
Over there.
So
Commish.
Maybe it's up. What?
Commish.
It's true.
You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that.
That's the question. Anytime somebody transfers or leaves, are they better off without you or not? We can go down everybody. Coaches, players. I'm saying there's certain people who are winning. There's certain people who are not.
That's fair. That's fair. That is actually fair. Big Ten, real quick. Big Ten. UCLA, I think they are regular season title.
I was correct. I think Brittany had UCLA too.
Yes, because we said who in the world is stopping that?
Nobody. You guys, you all were right. They went undefeated, I think.
Mm-hmm. I didn't expect undefeated, but I just thought with the girl of Big Ten having a big like Lauren was going to win out at the end of the day, which tended to be true.
Yeah, and then behind them you've got Michigan, Iowa, Ohio State, Minnesota. I think so.
Michigan was my sleeper.
Yeah.
I had Maryland. Maryland, I will take the L, but also it's because of all the damn injuries. Iowa was a surprise. I didn't have Iowa anywhere on my radar. So yeah.
Is Minnesota a surprise? Minnesota's a surprise for me.
Yeah, Minnesota
beat some teams I didn't expect.
Yeah. They're still undervaluing them. They didn't get into the top 25 until like they were earlier, like at the beginning of Big Ten play. They lost a game to somebody. It wasn't even that bad of a loss. They dropped them, and then they were out for the longest. Like their ranking is still, they're ranked lower than people that they've beaten in the Big Ten. Like, you know, so whatever.
We might as well talk to Big 12 then too. So them horn frogs over there, Baylor just let it go. Even though the pick is right, our pick was right. TCU.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I wanted to be wrong.
Yeah, we all wanted to be wrong.
No, I was wrong. I didn't pick them.
Auntie, man, you really just.
In my spirit, I couldn't pick them. I'll be wrong every time on them. I ain't picking TCU. It's just some teams I ain't picking.
So you were only right about the SEC. Yes, so. That's it.
I don't think any of us had Vandy finishing what, second, third.
Remember, I had them as a sleeper, and then I got off of them when they were playing Michaela or bust.
Yes,
Blake's or bust. They ended up turning it around, so I was like right but wrong. But yeah, I didn't have Vandy finishing second. Yeah,
I think I had them somewhere in the top 5, but not second though.
I had Texas as second.
Yes, that's why I had Texas as second. So yeah, very interesting. Now we'll see who wins their conference championship.
Mm-hmm.
In their tournaments. Let's see if we can get some upsets in other conferences, not in the SEC. Sorry, not over here, dog.
No.
Over there.
Y'all can do upsets outside of me. Feel free. Go ahead. Upset whoever you want. 2 to 16. Upset whoever.
Yeah. They can upsets all up and down over there. 2 through 16. Y'all can upset each other, beat up each other, whatever y'all do. But I also want to see for some of these other conferences, will the regular season conference champ not be the tourney conference champ?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to see if I got any of
Is there anybody who you feel like is y'all feel like there's any conference where you're like, I think you don't have to say the team, but just like who won the conference isn't necessarily who's going to win the tourney?
I think Big 12 was still up for debate.
I see. I was gonna say I don't know if I'm gonna pick TCU at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, I'm not picking them.
I don't know who, but
I think Duke will. I think Duke will still. I think they'll rebound after that loss to. What they lose to?
Clemson.
Oh goodness, Toby came out. They showed Toby leaving the court. I said, "Ooh."
Yeah, she was hot.
She was hot. I was like, oof. I was like, Kara, I hope you didn't give them a handle hard better speech after that. Okay.
Well, maybe they will. They'll handle hard better now.
I'm not picking Duke to win the ACC tournament.
Yeah, we know. There's certain people you can't pick, and you won't pick them.
So, I gotta ask y'all about this Notre Dame game tomorrow. Is Notre Dame tomorrow?
Okay.
What do y'all think? Like, have they totally fell off? Is Hannah trying to make a run? What's going on?
Well, we told them what to do.
Exactly.
We told them, look, prepare for next season. Preparation is key. and it starts now. That's what we told them. They need to prepare. Hannah needs to prepare her leadership because she walking in the walking in the senior year with all them freshmen.
They're playing better because they're actually utilizing more players, so that helps.
Oh, she found some bodies?
Oh yeah, did you look at the senior day pick? I said, y'all got that many seniors?
I did see that. I said, oh my goodness. I haven't seen over half these people touch the floor.
Exactly.
Where y'all playing that? Y'all have tryouts?
Maybe secretly in the middle of the season. So, but I still, I think maybe they just have a better understanding of what they need to do. It feels like Ayanna Moore, when I have clicked in, is like actually being featured more as the second. Cowles at time is taking advantage of her matchups. Sanchez is, I guess, a little bit better. Prosper. Oh, that's actually probably Prosper's up there. So I think they're just working that out. But I don't have much faith in Notre Dame because at the end of the day, it's still a struggle. Now, it's a tournament. They could always beat their first matchup or whatever, but I'm not giving them high chances to make it to the semis or anything.
I got a question about a player on that team that transferred.
Who?
Vanessa De Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
She just stayed at Duke.
Well, did she even have the option to stay at Duke? Because we don't know what tapping on the shoulders happened or didn't happen. We don't know. So I don't know.
That's true. That's true. I wonder if she. But I find it hard for them to tap her on the shoulder after how well she closed out last year.
I agree, but as the streets are saying, Kara told Alucci she could get on. So why would you do that?
Yeah, you right.
Well, if you're Ayanna Moore, how do you feel?
Yeah, she should have kept her ass. If you're Camille Pierre, well, that may have not been a choice. That might have been a disciplinary thing, but still.
I get it.
Yeah, I think they gave her papers.
You still may have that. Maybe I shouldn't have that last thing. Straw that broke the camel's back. If I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, maybe. And then I think for Ayanna Moore, if you had to leave, is the choice of Notre Dame, especially with how much Notre Dame had lost. I get they had minutes there for you, but would her season have looked different if she was somewhere else?
Let me say, how about this? Is she a senior or not a senior?
She's a senior.
Oh,
and I think she's a grad, and I think she was a grad transfer too.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, does she stay with the incoming class they have, and maybe she will be in a more defined role, meaning she can play a little bit more defensive and ball distributor, but that changes the game. Never mind.
Yeah, I think she was a grad transfer over there. So yeah, this is it.
Thoughts on did I ask y'all about Maryland, Michigan? Alucci and Sila? I think I asked y'all about that one.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Ohio State, Michigan State?
I don't know, dog. I don't know about Ohio State. I don't know, dog.
God dang, Commish, you ain't never hit me with the I don't know, dog.
I don't know,
I don't even know. Okay, who you don't know about?
I just don't believe in Ohio State like that. I don't believe in that coach. Mm-hmm. I think some of the decision making to like be in that press that don't really be stopping nobody. But Jelani is very dynamic and can get. So it's just like, I don't know. Like, it feels like a toss-up every Ohio State game. Baby Kit's now coming off the bench.
Okay, forget them. Will Vandy win in Knoxville tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And if they don't, then we can have a conversation.
Absolutely, because Tennessee is very much given. They're ready to get the fuck on. Let's get this over with.
How about this one? Will Joni beat Yo tomorrow in Oxford?
Honestly,
the way they're going,
it's a possibility, right?
She got a shot. She got a shot.
Pryor's playing really well.
Really well
as a team now. I don't know. Watch out for A&M. Watch out for the Aggies.
Ole Miss is down. I mean, the SIP has some injuries, so I don't know. Could be interesting.
Yeah, it might be walking your trap, check over your trap.
Will Florida, Georgia be interesting tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. I think so too.
Yeah.
Is it at Georgia?
It is. It's in Athens.
Okay.
Well, I expect Georgia to do.
Yeah, they play better at home, but watch out. I didn't like the way they played against Texas.
Baylor TCU. Tuning in or not?
No.
They're playing again.
I'll box score watch. If they do that dumb stuff that they did last time and let Olivia score 30, we gonna have problems.
Yeah. Where they playing at?
It should be TCU this time.
Oh goodness, you let her walk in. Oh my goodness.
I told you that's why Baylor been pissing me off all year.
Yeah, you let her walk in your trap, take over your trap. Oh my goodness. Well, that means y'all better flip it. Y'all better walk in her trap, take over her trap. That's all I can say. And you better do it in that type of fashion, because Olivia's game at Baylor was a loud game, stat wise.
Texas, Alabama. You interested? Alabama?
No.
Okay.
Like interested as in I'll turn it on, watch for 2 minutes, and quickly assess, just like I did that Tennessee game, whether or not they're serious or not, and keep it moving. Yeah. But I will get interested if I see it's close at the end.
Well, Bama's also really great at home.
Okay, I got a challenge for you, Bo.
Okay.
Be the coach of Southern Cal tomorrow and tell me how you beat UCLA. Both of you. Make game plan.
You pray to the heavens of high.
That, and then look, I'm saying, look, everybody's gonna get in this game, all right?
Oh, my food fell off my fork fooling with you. What?
You asked.
Everybody's gonna play. There you go. That's the objective. Everybody's gonna play.
Is the Chukwu back? Is that her name? Vivian? I might have butchered her last name. Forgive me if I butchered her last name.
It's Iwachukwu. It's Iwachukwu or something like that. You
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I saw her maybe running around in one of the games I tuned in, because you always got to go to like Peacock or Big 10 Plus, and I don't.
Yeah.
Some
you got to pay the cost to be the boss to see them.
So.
Vivian played last game. She played 13 minutes last game.
Okay, that's what I thought. Now 13 minutes don't sound like a whole lot.
Well, you had 39 from Jazzy, 37 from Kennedy.
Who guarded
36
Gracie?
From Kara.
How many minutes did Gracie play?
33.
Oh.
Gracie played 33 minutes? Who guarded Gracie?
Clearly not a sophomore if she was playing 33 minutes.
Gracie only had 15 points. She only took 8 shots.
How many rebounds did she have?
3.
Dang,
Gracie ain't fighting nobody by no damn rebound.
Well, maybe I don't. Okay, well then maybe whoever was in there, maybe they just rotated bigs through. Because it's not like the game was a blowout; it was a close game. So I guess whoever guarded Gracie, maybe I'll go see if I can find it. But whoever guarded Gracie, you're gonna have to do something similar with Lauren. The difference is Lauren is a little bit more agile.
Actually,
go ahead.
Y'all know what the Southern Cal coach should do? She should go and ask, can we play with 6?
Why 6?
Can we play with 6? No, 6 people on the court.
6 on 5?
Yeah, can we play 6 on 5?
I can't.
Why are you like this? I see y'all got this question in the chat. Rumor is Dawn will hit the portal for experienced guard. Any ideas? I don't think it's a rumor that she's gonna hit the portal. I don't know what she's gonna hit the portal for. I think she's made it clear she's gonna hit the portal. I don't have any ideas of who it is. You all?
I have no idea who it is either. I don't pretend to know everybody from the portal. I mean, we know the teams that probably are going to have some opportunities. I think it also depends if like a coach finds their way elsewhere or potentially even a different level, like whether it's either retirement, right? We weren't expecting Nell to retire, and she had 3 guards that ended up being program changers or impact players for everybody else. Chit Chat, Tony, Carnegie, right? Those 3 right there have been very impactful where they went. So we just don't know, right? But I would say I do think we need another point guard, like whether it's point guard / combo or just like probably lean a little bit more traditional point guard to be that person to probably be a backup for Maddie at that position. I wouldn't mind a more defensive point guard person. I don't have on the tip of my tongue who that would be. I don't have a name, quite frankly. But I would love a little bit more. I mean, I can always use defense because that will always translate. Like I could always use more defense. So I don't know who that would be. I actually think we have space for more than just one, right? Because of the seniors that are graduating and who's coming in. I still think we have. Oh wait, now that we know officially Ashlyn's back, I guess I have to redo my math. But anyway, yeah, another guard is a good idea. Someone defensive who distributes the ball or is going to be focused on distributing the ball would be helpful. Brittany, any thoughts or additions?
No, I expect for it to be a guard because I think that forward center position is going to be pretty filled.
Yeah.
So I would expect if she's gonna go in the portal, it's gonna be a guard. Yeah, the question will just kind of be this: what style of guard? Will it be a playmaking guard? And it'll probably be an experienced guard, probably. Just not to compete with Maddie, but to make sure that you need a backup guard to Maddie.
Yeah, we need one regardless. But yeah, to your point is it a younger? Is it older? I think that makes sense. Like you said, someone who's probably looking to do the pow, the Latson.
Yes, that has maybe an extra year. That might have like an extra year after this. I don't think, because the other part is I don't think there's many senior guards that will want to in their last year come off the bench. There probably are some that want to sacrifice. There probably are some out there.
Yeah,
but none come to my mind right now.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know who, because you'd have to have the conversation with them. But I bet there's a group of people, and I say that because is it maybe an Ivy League person, right? That might get you there, like a la. Yeah. It doesn't have to be a Caitlin Chen, but I forget. Is it Saint? It's Saint something at Princeton. But I don't think she's a guard. I think she's more. Oh shoot, she's definitely bigger, but I can't remember if she's a 4, a 3, or a 2. But regardless, like maybe someone out of the Ivy League system. Columbia usually produces some pretty good players. Harvard, Princeton, those would be the 3. Maybe, I don't know. Even the Stanford girlies, right? Like they're still young. That's one that was like a disappointment. But not surprised because they're young. Or like, go ahead.
I was thinking whether it's a point guard coming in or maybe it's a 3.
Yeah. But because I still think we need well, what would you, so if we got a 3, you would shift who to be the backup? A Tessa / Gotti? Well,
probably Gotti.
Yeah.
To be the backup point guard, and also so you can push Tessa to the 2 and not the 3. And then depending on what that front court is going to be, she has a lot of options for that front court. Who's going to be that starting 3 if she moves Tessa to the 2? Because unless you want to move unless you want to next season move Joyce to the 3, Chloe to the 4, Medina comes back, Medina's a starting 5. But the question is, would Joyce be ready for that starting 3 spot?
I think she's gonna have to be ready regardless.
Yes.
It's happening.
Absolutely. It's happening for her. That's the hard part. It's either she's moving to the 3 or Chloe's moving to the 3. Because the other part is Chloe has the guard skills ready for the 3 now, but Chloe's the better rebounder out of the 2.
Another
Or
rebounding discussion.
Yeah,
that's why you got to rebound.
That's the thing. I think whoever gets the 4 spot is really the who's being more consistent on the board.
Or who's the better shooter becomes the 3. Either one.
I think Chloe's the better shooter right now.
From the outside, yes.
Yes. Chloe's the better shooter right now.
But we don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Joy still has the summer.
She still has the summer.
Yes, so that's the question. It's a lot. So like if Dawn does that, then she could actually bump Tessa to the 2.
What do you have Jersey playing next year? I can't remember what your feelings
Jersey's
are.
bigger than Tessa, is she not?
Yes.
Between the 2-3, not the 1. I'm not running Jersey at the 1.
Oh no, I don't have Jersey at the 1. I have Jersey.
But I know some people did. So I know some people did. No. I have her between the 2-3.
I think I have her leaning 3.
Yes, 3 with one of the only reason why I said maybe she could do the 2 is one Kaylee.
Yep.
The 3. That would fill that 3 spot. Isla would be well, thinking about it, Isla would go to be in the 3 spot too. I don't know. It's a lot of pieces because it's a lot of people that can play between that 2-3 slot. And then you have a lot of 4s that you could get crafty with your 4s that could play 3 through 4, and if you want to go small, 3 through 5. So it's a lot of different options. But whoever's stepping in, I would assume they will be guard.
Yep. Auntie, any additions, thoughts? You asked the question, so you want to give your thoughts?
No, I think y'all pretty much covered it. I wanted to know y'all thoughts.
Well, I want to know your thoughts.
You know me. I'm not pressed about having to get in the portal about a guard. I'm still not pressed about that.
Oh, so you don't really believe that we even need to go to the portal and get a guard?
I believe that Dawn's gonna shop in the portal. I don't, but I'm not. I'm not one of the people that's like, "Ooh, we got to figure out what we're gonna do about our point guard, our backup point guard." I'm okay with what it looks like for me.
Oh, okay. I'm not like losing sleep over it, but I would like another surefire ball handler as back.
Oh, continue. Sorry.
What'd you say?
No, I was agreeing with you. Yes.
Yeah. No, that's all I had to say. That's it.
Yeah, just I think Tessa will be that veteran guard, and then Maddie will be going to her key junior year. I don't think it hurts to get just another veteran guard in there, just in case anything happens.
To me, it's not even anything happens.
So I think that
mine is more just need a backup point guard when Maddie's out of the game.
Like that too.
Okay, so I get well.
Go ahead, Auntie.
Well, no. Here's what I think. I think that next year is a one-off, because when Maddie goes to the bench, if we're not comfortable with Gotti, or we're not comfortable with what Tessa would be bringing, then we would be kind of uniquely going to, in this 1 year, kind of like a point forward situation, where it would be like a Chloe or Joyce kind of handling the ball. and going to more of a bigger lineup. So I'm not so pressed about
I'm not
having
ready
to.
for that. I'm not ready for that.
I get that part. I get that part, but that's where I'm at with it. I don't think that Dawn goes and gets point guards that she really just turns the keys over to. So I feel like the point guard is going to be something that is more baked in. So I don't expect her to just go grab somebody that's like, yo, you the backup now. It's just me.
That's why the archetypes for me were someone who's already currently playing, but needs that Dawn Staley, South Carolina stamp of approval to help them with W. It sounds very transactional and is a little shitty, but there's some truth to it. So there may be someone who's interested in that, or someone from, like I said, the Ivy League, who maybe it's like, this isn't the only thing available to me. I'd like to, move forward if I can, but I also like to have a chance at winning. So like, I'm willing to come off the bench.
Right. Oh yeah, I definitely like that. I like that type of opportunity for somebody this year with a Raven on the team. Not so much next year. But
yeah, well,
that's just me.
We shall see.
I mean, it ain't up to me anyway. And Don, we trust.
Exactly. That's what I was like.
Wherever you go get.
Those are just the archetypes I think of.
Yeah.
There will be options. There will be options. The portal will be jumping.
Yeah. It's probably someone from a mid-major, to be perfectly honest. Like a mid-major, Ivy League, that type of thing.
I wouldn't mind that at all. I would probably like that.
You thought Jersey was going to be on the ball next year behind Maddie and Gotti?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Where are y'all getting this from? Because she plays point guard at AAU and in high school?
Which she is their primary ball handler. I just don't think I think Jersey will enjoy playing the 3 more than the 1 in Don's system. So I think it's for her benefit. But maybe Jersey will surprise me. I leave that up I love to be pleasantly surprised.
Absolutely. Maybe girl will just come out and just be dishing, dropping dimes, and it'd be like, oh shoot, wait a second. But I definitely look at her as a playmaker.
That's what I was about to say, a playmaker. Like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, Jersey can't handle the ball. No, Jersey.
I just look at it as a playmaker.
Like that, but like, not primary, but you can make a play. Playmaker, she has good vision to be able to make passes, that kind of stuff. But who knows? But I think that for her body type and what I've seen of Jersey and how she gets downhill after people and can also shoot the ball, I like what you all said about her being more of a wing. But
I want her taking shots.
Correct.
That's the other part. I want her taking shots, not trying to be mainly focused on creating. Creating shots for everyone else. I want her to, if she creates a shot for someone else, it's through her being aggressive and making the correct reads.
Absolutely.
But not putting the point guard on her plate, because that is a lot. And a lot of people can't make that transition to being a scoring guard to a full-time, point guard.
Why do you think Jersey, and this is a comment in the chat, you all let me know too what you think. Why do you think she will need to learn the point for future? You think Jersey has to be a point in the dub?
I don't think she has to be a point in the dub. That's why I'm actually anchoring her.
I think she's gonna end up being like Rakia size, right?
Yeah.
6'2", 6'1", 6'2".
I don't care what they have that girl listed at. I saw, how I like to do my measurements, pictures.
Yeah.
That picture, she was taller than Jackie Young.
So look, I'm going back. I'm gonna do the forehead test, and then that's gonna tell it all. Gonna do that forehead test, and that's gonna let us know.
Jersey was looking real close to Asia, a lot closer.
Wasn't she? I mean, I know Asia was leaning, but still.
Yeah, like everybody doesn't need to learn how to play the point guard position. They need to learn how to make the correct reads and how to pass the ball to the bigs. That's what they need to learn how to. That's what everybody needs to learn how to do. But everyone's not going to learn how to be a point guard, because there's a lot that comes with being a point guard. And then most of the time, it's it's how they see the game. The lens is different from a point guard to like a scoring guard. The lens in which they see the game are completely different.
Oh, I see. I've been horsing around saying, didn't even realize she was that tall. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what is she listed at now? 6'2"? Is it even that? She's definitely more than 6.
I think they still try to have Jersey listed at 6 feet, but let me look.
Yeah, but even on her visit, she still taller than Tessa?
She was standing like eye to eye with Tessa. Tessa's 6 feet, 6'1". She's listed at 6'1". She's listed at 6'1".
I think she's 6'2".
Yeah, she's not gonna be 6. Yeah, she's not gonna be 6'1" when they get that official. When they get that official information over there in South Carolina. By the time they get ready for season to start next year. That girl will not be
6'3".
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, her, I'm not playing her as a point guard. Yeah, you want her to be. If she's creating shots for other people, it's just she's creating shots for other people.
But not only that, I know, Auntie, cover your ears. But like Jersey to me with her frame can give you more like a Ryan Howard type. That's why I keep pushing more the 3. If her dad stops having her train like a linebacker, and she tones up a little bit, I do think, and Molly will get that. So actually, it's not even her dad; it's Molly now. So welcome. I do think a 3, like at the next level, like that's a good size for 3 guard. So we'll see, but that's where I would put her. But we'll see what ends up happening.
Absolutely, it would. And 3s that got that muscle on them. Ooh,
and like invite contact. Like that's like
that love contact. Yeah,
that's like actually Alyssa Thomas back in her Maryland days. Like I actually see Jersey like that. As far as like can shoot from the outside, can go downhill and absorb contact and still finish. Actually kind of like a LeBron without like putting all the like pressure of a LeBron on there. But like Jersey has the skill set. But that's a tough guard. Yes,
because she can, if you're too small, she gonna put the baby to bed. And then if they too big, she just go to the basket on them. Oh, and then the other part, if they too small, she'll just pull up on them. So, yeah, got a lot of options. But was there anything else we wanted to talk about?
I got one last question. I meant to ask this earlier, and I just saw MJ put it in there, so I'm going to ask it. Well, not the way he wrote it, but Talaysia Cooper, what would you do if you were Talaysia Cooper?
Get in the portal?
You can go to the W, too. No, I'm just giving you that, like...
Yes, but I wouldn't do it yet.
Go in portal. Go in the portal to go where? Like, give me a team or a type of place you'd be looking for.
I'm not even gonna lie. Depending on what Dawn is doing, I'd be like, hey, can I come on back just for this final year to get refined?
I'm not sure that's an option.
If that ain't an option, I don't know. Get out of Tennessee if you want to be refined. And I think her game needs to be refined before she goes to the W.
And where do you think she should go? That's what I'm saying. Like,
oh goodness, who's gonna refine her game? Maryland's gonna have all them people back, so I can't send her over there. What? I would say what Kara got going on.
Kara Lawson?
Yeah.
You sure about that one? Is that a culture fit?
I think it could be a culture fit.
Okay.
Specifically defensively, I think it could be.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. The defense.
I think Kara would love her defensively. The question is, will she be able to handle Hart better over there?
And don't forget the latest one. We don't get to choose how long we have adversity or something like that. It's something along those lines. So that's also another one.
Yes. So I wouldn't mind her over there with Kara. It just depends on will she be willing to conform to Kara's system. But I think Kara will. I think as the season's gone, Kara has gotten more creative or I don't know. She's figured out something for them offensively. I will say that. I think she's figured out something. And I think her players have figured out something themselves. So I think.
What do you think when you say refinement, which I'm not disagreeing, what areas of refinement are you specifically thinking of?
I think she can clean up her defensive game a little bit. Like I love the steals and all that, but I do need to see you see how you work defensively off ball in a system.
Okay.
So I want to see her more off ball with a structure. And then I want to see her play in a structured offense as well.
Okay. So it's more offensively. There's still defensive cleanup, but more offensively to you?
Yes.
Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I think if you could go from that, what they got over there in Tennessee, to be able to go to Duke and fit in well, you'll be fine. You'll be fine anywhere else because it's such a wide range.
What are you saying? No.
What are you saying? No for?
She's not a Duke type of player, y'all.
But I think Kara has been welcoming them, allowing them to do more offensively, like Mare.
It's not even Kara, it's Durham.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
My take is Talasia, hit the portal and go to Arizona State with Ruby Whitehorn and see what you can do out there.
Oh,
see
interesting.
what your development look like over
there. But here's the problem. Okay, Ruby, I understand. Okay, going with Ruby, they had great chemistry. They worked well together last season. I agree with that standpoint. But what are you getting from Molly?
Oh, here's the thing. I don't think that her development is going to come at the college level. That was the part that I needed to say. I think that Talasia's at a point now where what she needs as a player, it's like you said, you're gonna have to get that NIL money and just invest in yourself and get it now. I just don't think that I don't see a coach out there other than Dawn that could put her through what she would need to get there. But I'm like you, I don't know if that's an option. So at this point, it's get to a place where you're going to be able to showcase your talent, and then you get off your ass, invest in yourself, and get yourself ready for the dub. But that's
at that point, she might as well just go to the dub then.
So why shouldn't? Yeah, I was going to say, Auntie. Then why wasn't your answer? She should just go to the dub.
Because I still think that she needs another year of working on her body and getting some different tape on herself. That's just me.
Okay.
Could Coop look good at Kentucky?
I ain't sitting over there with that man. Who said that?
That one is even less of a culture fit.
Lexington, if Durham doesn't work, Lexington really doesn't work. You've been in Lexington?
It's not even the Lexington for me. It's the coach.
Oh, it's the Lexington. Oh, it's the Lexington for me.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, no, it's the coach.
Okay, let me throw this out there. I'm not saying I agree with it. UCLA gonna be off a lot of people. UCLA.
The question is over there in Tennessee, the coach is screaming she doesn't have a leader. Corey's gonna need a leader next season. So it would give her an opportunity to prove that she can be a leader over there.
Samia Gardner's gonna be back next season. They got baby vets.
True, but
do they?
But they're still gonna need another leader besides Gardner.
Oh,
I just wonder what it'll look like. You know me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so no for both of you for different reasons, but no.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really have great answers to any of them, because again, if you're going to work on yourself, then make sure you actually work on yourself, not that faux stuff that Olivia Miles did to go to TCU. Like, right. I don't like that.
No, like I'm talking about like work on yourself. Like I even felt like Angel in the little time in between the last time we saw her playing college and when she played in Chicago for the first time, really worked on herself. Like, get your ass in the gym and get to work on the things that need to be worked on to get you successful at the next level, not just running your same old routine. What are those things that you need to really get better at and do those things?
Yep.
Right. And I would say Ole Miss, because I know Coach Yo will come calling. And especially with how well Cody has looked this season.
I love WGW. I love it. I'm using that, MJ. Thank you.
WGW.
Ain't going. WGW ain't gonna go in for that. Think about it.
Hold on.
He said the WGW ain't taking T. Cooper.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
What? Oh. Yeah, no, he's not taking her.
He said the WGW ain't taking her. I got you.
That man just started liking black players.
Correct. Well, and we're still not convinced.
Not convinced.
Well, there's that.
But okay, I'm with that. I'm still stewing on. I think Coach Yo, where she ends up or stays, would be interesting. And then I think
Coach Yo gonna leave?
There's some rumors.
Where?
Heard it here first. Tell me more.
Oh, there's some whispers that team she just lost to. So I don't know. I don't know if that loss helped make her case or not.
Okay.
What?
Are you confused? Do I need to?
No. Okay. I see. I'm trying to figure out.
I actually think that I would consider that as well, assuming that there's like real investment happening there.
Yeah, like the real investment would have to.
Yeah. Because otherwise, I think remember, she started at Jacksonville, or not maybe started, but that's where she was before. University of Jacksonville or Jacksonville University, I don't know the order, but that's where she was. And had success there. So she's familiar with the Florida recruiting grounds.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm gonna throw this out there, because what you said to me is all of a sudden I saw Gators in my head. So listen,
that's what I said. That's what I said without saying it. Go ahead.
Do you think she could take some of her people with her and then put together something that could compete quicker in the SEC?
Well, she ain't got a lot of people to take with her.
Exactly.
I mean, what about Awala? You take Awala,
a senior.
Put with O'Neal.
Awala's a senior.
The only one that she probably would try to take is Chinu. Okay, but if I'm Chinu,
no, fuck. The hell with that. If you're not gonna take Lauren Jacobs with you, then turn her loose, because you could have left her in South Carolina. So you still got Lauren Jacobs down there. I don't know what year Denham DeShields is. I don't know what year Poe is.
And Patterson, right? I don't remember Patterson.
What's the little shooter name? What's the shooter name? Don't lead a shooter.
Thompson. That's who.
Yeah, don't lead a shooter. Yeah. So maybe you can put something together. What do you think?
I also think you have to think about, who knows? Like, if there's still some Florida talent, they might stay too. If you combine them with the Florida talent, if you're the ones that are currently on the team, you could make something shake.
The question is, can she get Liv McGill to stay? Can she convince her to stay?
You bring a Chinu there to play with her. You bring a Yo there to play under.
I think that looks good. Honestly.
Shit. What else? What's looking better, Liv?
Well, but the question is, if I'm Chinu, why would I think that if Liv McGill stays, that the situation that she's in now, that it's not going to be the same?
No. I disagree. Here's why. I will give Liv this credit. I don't think she was like necessarily a ball hog last season, but it does seem like she's made I've seen more leadership from her, and I think that also includes
Definitely see some growth.
I've seen her get her teammates more involved.
Great call.
Yes, and I think it's less about her being a ball hog, but more of what makes me think that that Yo's not going to be like, okay, the same thing that she did with Cody, do the same thing with Liv. All right, here's the keys. You got
it. Makes sense because Liv is actually a point guard.
True.
That's what I'm saying. It's actually different. It makes sense. Like that makes sense in Florida. And then you play the wing position and between O'Neal, because I think if Liv stays, O'Neal would stay, but I don't know. But that's me. I think if you can get them to stay, a couple other people, there were a couple girlies they recruited from like Australia or something. I don't know who came for the coach per se. So I think that's a big question. But if you're able to keep at least Liv and O'Neal and bring in Sarah and some of your other younger talent from Mississippi, now all of them aren't going to stay, but if you're able to bring at least 2 or 3, and then you're going to be able to cobble together, I think, enough. And then you still have another year with O'Neal, with Liv, right? And O'Neal, I believe. So it actually gives you more runway. So you don't have to keep playing the portal game as much.
Okay, let me tell y'all who the only options that she has to take with her, because it's not a lot of people. Sarah, Tiana Thompson.
Thompson, you definitely take.
Young, because I don't know how to say her first name.
I don't know who that is. I don't know. Did she play? Did you remember her playing? I mean, everybody, I guess, at some point got in the game.
But let me see how many games she played. Oh, girl, she don't play like that. Well,
correct. I was gonna say, I don't think that's.
Well,
okay.
She's played in 25 games. She's played 7 minutes. And Desiree Kyles.
Oh, that's Desiree. Okay, she's a big.
Yeah, that's it. Everybody else gone. Wait, and Lauren's person. Everybody else gone.
Okay, here's also the reality. Yo's been. Let me not say it that way. Yo has ideas of who she would want regardless of if she stays or doesn't.
Does moving give Yo a better chance of getting what she would like? Like, is Florida a better draw for Yo than Oxford?
Yes.
The location alone.
I want to make sure we agree about that.
Yes, 1000%. Now, assuming that they're not bullshitting in their investment in women's basketball, but presumably, if you're gonna entertain bringing a coach Yo, you gotta, you know what I mean? Like you're not investing. So that's the question. Right. But I'm making the assumption if Yo were to go over there, it's not on some bullshit. Like it would be real. And if that's the case, like Florida automatically is I think then you start getting like, you can start really dipping into the Georgia pool, like the Georgia girlies. Like you can get Atlanta talent to Florida, I think, easier than you can get Atlanta talent to Oxford. You got kind of the Panhandle, Florida, Georgia borderline area, right? They got some hoopers. So like, and then now we're talking about anything happening in Miami or Orlando, like now you're starting to kind of get that. Then if you really want to be about it, you could also get anybody in the greater Gulf region. You can get some Houston, right? Like you can get some Louisiana girl, like you can start plucking. And then you can get anybody from the Northwest. It's Florida. Northwest, Northeast, North. Like literally Gatorade, right? Like NIL deals, like stuff like that. So you start kind of having it look more attractive. Y'all still with me?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I saw MJ's question in the.
Oh, I missed it.
Chat. Asking, has anyone talked about Kelsey coming in next season? Does it look like she will have to redshirt now that we know Chloe and Swatkins are back next season?
No one's talked about it. I've been saying I think I would consider.
Isn't she coming off an ACL injury too?
ACL to the same leg, I believe.
Yeah, go ahead and redshirt anyway.
Yeah, I would just redshirt her. I would just use a year to get you right. Because she's coming from IMG, right? Yeah, I think so. And they just had some scandal that broke out. Now, I don't know how much that actually directly has to do with, but it sounded like there were some questionable things
with the money.
Yeah, with the money and the money being a little funny. And then also, I think I had heard that, not that it was bad per se, but that some of the like, maybe being with Molly would be better for her recovery and making sure her body's right. I'll say it that way.
Yes. I would say go ahead, and it's not really a question. Go ahead and redshirt.
I would just redshirt because I think given our post depth, you don't really. Oh, is she playing back with her high school team? See, now, if you're telling me this girl just tore her ACL not too many months ago and she already back playing with her team, now I'm really concerned. Why are we doing that?
I thought she was out for the season.
I thought she was too. Make sure you're not confused. Is it Kelsey or Kylie? Because I think people are getting confused with the Ks.
Kylie had an injury, but it's not an ACL though.
That was patella.
Yes, but it's not full blown. It's not a year-long recovery either. I think she's supposed to be ready to go by next season. And wasn't it a cleanup?
Yeah, I think it was more than a cleanup. The way they made it sound like the high school Matter Day or whatever that released the statement, the head coach, they said that the way they worded it was this is critical to her ability to play basketball in the future. Like it was like something like that. So that sounds
kneecap
like
dislocation.
Yeah.
That's what Mokolate said. Kneecap dislocation.
Yeah, that's not a cleanup.
Never mind.
That's a patella.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because didn't Kelsey's team play against Jersey's team or something like that?
I thought it was Kylie's team.
It was Kylie's team. Yes.
But I don't think Kylie played.
No.
Correct.
She did not. Because they made a statement saying she was out for the season. Right. She wasn't going to play the season.
I have questions about Kelsey playing. Don't that timeline not seem right to y'all, or am I?
Kelsey's timeline?
I thought you tore your ACL. How are you back within the season? That's not supposed to go like that.
No.
I don't know. IMG, I got questions, bruh. I don't know. Don't like it.
I don't think I swore the both of them were out because they were announced not too far from each other.
Yeah, they were like within a month or two. Like it felt like we just heard about one and then we heard about the other. I think Kelsey was first and then Kylie.
Yes. Everybody named K. Yeah. Yeah, but I know one was, Kelsey was more of the ACL. Like, homegirl was done. And then Kylie was more of it's best for me to not play and we're going to get some work done so I can be prepared for college. That's what that gave to me for Kylie.
Okay. Lisa, I saw the picture you're talking about. I just assumed she was dressed, but that she didn't play because it was senior night.
Okay, Kelsey injury was a torn meniscus and a torn bone cartilage. Yeah,
that girl ain't playing. There's no way. She did?
Not at all.
What? Really, Miss Lisa? Okay. I'm gonna have to do some investigation because
something's going on here.
Y'all know Chloe still can't play, right?
Chloe, no.
That's why I'm like, how is Kylie? I mean, I know she's younger and the body be bouncing back, but that don't sound right to me.
Is she? Well, hold on, wait. Is she still playing, or was it a senior night thing where they had her dress up in her jersey?
That's what I thought. That's what I said.
Exactly.
Thought she. You know what? Let's stop this. Let me just Google IMG and look at their stat sheet.
Right, because I definitely thought if she was dressed out, it was just the whole, okay, typically when you have an injured senior, you let them dress out, you announce them in the lineup, whatever, or do whatever you have planned for them before the game, and or some people do it during the game in the starting lineup, whatever. Introduce her, but she's actually not playing.
I just thought she walked for senior night. That's what I had. But I'm not seeing. Where's IMG's things? Okay, well, we'll figure it out, and we'll talk about it in the villa/mansion. Because I'm not seeing anything.
But yeah, if I was her, just red shirt next season. It doesn't hurt. Because what sense does it make to waste a season? And it would be wasting a season when you're not healthy to play whatsoever.
Yep.
But Kylie, I would assume she's playing next season. So that gives you depth at the 3. I wonder if she's a 3-4.
I think she can be.
What else y'all got?
Same. I don't have anything else.
I see Michigan is up 13-9 on Maryland, if anybody cares.
On what channel?
Fox Sports 2.
Oh, okay. Because I'm sitting here watching NASCAR and I'm waiting for the thing to show up.
Yeah, Sports 2. Hey, I mean, listen, another great conversation. Appreciate you, ladies. We got games tomorrow. I think I asked y'all about pretty much all those games. We gave our thoughts for Kentucky. We heard y'all request about a show about Raven. We'll work that schedule out sometime this week coming up. Anything I'm forgetting?
No, I think we covered.
The postseason is on the horizon, y'all. It's turning into winter go home season.
Yeah, so maybe we'll do a Raven show and then something about conference tourneys or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But we may be deep in the conference tourney, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. We appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us, y'all. If you did not hit the like and the share, they both right there. Hit them right now. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Do not miss the next drop. This is Baseline Brunch. This is the Commish. Brittany, Cess Talk Sports, man. I appreciate y'all to life. Appreciate you, ladies. Until next time. Y'all know what it is. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. We're talking about live tomorrow. Ooh, I don't know. Be on the lookout. I think I'm going to do a Gamecock show later tonight and interrupt Unrivaled. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out just because I want to talk going into Kentucky. So be on the lookout for a drop for that. If you got keys to the villa, I'm in there watching the game. Y'all ladies, enjoy the rest of y'all day. Thank y'all so much. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. And we out.